sports fans, and welcome to another edition of NDB Media's Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday morning quarterbacks on Saturday. Yes, it is the big show, the Saturday morning extravaganza. It is February 26, 2022, and boy, oh boy, it's time to get to it. A lot of rumors flying in the world of sports, a lot of going. Actually, I blew that one. A lot of. I didn't say that correctly. But I didn't say it correctly because there's not a lot going on in baseball. It's sad. There's nothing. Proposal goes that way. Proposal goes that way. That's it. I think we covered baseball. Allegedly, there's something else. But a lot of gossiping, a lot of stuff going on. We're going to have a few call-outs. CBS Sports, you got it wrong, you idiots. You got it wrong. There's a reason why no one else is called the Babe, because we already had one. So for you guys to refer to someone else as A-Rod, yeah, you guys don't know what's going on. But just want to welcome everyone. Thank you. Quite a few people already joining us this morning. Let us know who you are and where you hail from. We would love to know. Sharing the misery on this Saturday morning. I think I already gave the date of February 26, 2022. But it is going to blow. We have a lot on the calendar, which we will go over in just a little bit. As you can see, there's right there. I'm the Scorekeeper. So we're going to get to it very quickly. Our misery. I know people make fun of our weather here in Southern California. And yes, it is a trial that we have to deal with. But today it is rather cold out here in Pomona, California. It's 38 degrees, and that's Fahrenheit, not Celsius. And thank you, Aisha, for the first like of the morning. Thank you. I hope all is going well over there on across the pond. And Gridiron Girl, wow, just gave me a like. Got to see some porn. I mean, the pictures of the new car. Good for you. She got herself. Anyway, way to go. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but my daughter is telling me that she wants a Tesla. I'm like, whoa. I don't know. But my coworker did get that new Mustang. It is really awesome. And Aisha believes that I was a bit jealous. You bet damn right I was jealous. That's a nice car. And good for him. Good morning, Tony. Thank you for the love. And also the shout out. Thank you, folks. It is absolutely awesome. My voice is returning. And I did some yelling yesterday at some moron who contacted me via email. Actually, it was the night before. And the crazo thinks that they're family. And, hey, what can I do? Marry my nephew. Otherwise, you're not family. So, crazo, psycho, get the hell out of here. But anyway, had to give a quick shout out to the animals of the world. It is what it is. They're so funny. They're like the little kid in the background that's trying to make noise to bring attention to themselves. And they said, hey, go to school first. And then you'll realize, and if you're going to email me, people, look, I know my English is bad. And I acknowledge that it's bad. But, good God, learn to write. It is embarrassing. But it is what it is. I heard something right now. Wow, it's kind of odd. I'm not certain if it was in the earphones or not. Anyway, I did. I'm going to have to talk about the spectral entity that showed up. Another one for the third time. Oh, my goodness. It happened. I think it was last weekend. And, I'll get to that in a moment. But anyway, very quickly, we're going to get to sports. I apologize. Wait for the gang to show up. But we're here. It's 38 degrees right now. It's going to get to 72. I don't know. I'm going to be stuck indoors all day. But we'll see. And a conversation is going on already. I am in the Eskimo. It's cold, man. And woman, it's cold. I got to tell you, it's going to get to, as I said, over day of 72, overnight of 45. And weather today is, humidity is 50% right now. The pressure is 30.26 inches. Visibility at this hour with no sun out, of course, is 10 miles. The wind is heading to the south, kind of like with the southeast slant of 3 miles per hour. The dew point is 21 degrees. UV index is 0 of 10, and the moon phase is a winning crescent. Or maybe that sound I heard was a spectral entity. I'm going to get to that real quick. So I do feel quite a bit better because my voice is returning. As you know, I've been struggling with that over the last few days, and I'm genuinely starting to feel better. News in the family, as you know, they all tested positive, and it looks like they're getting through it. The COVID stuff, they tested positive. I tested negative. Now, of course, I went in for the intelligence test, and I was tested negative on the other side. No, 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 no. I thought I was here for the IQ test. They said, no. You're here so we can stick that thing up your nose. Well, actually, you're going to stick it up your nose, but hey, I did. You know, it dawned on me I'm doing a monologue until my co-hosts get here. That's funny. So, the moon, I think I did say we're in a waning crescent. I understand the crescent and stuff, but a waning one. So let's see. What is, well, unless you want snow on your roof, put a hat on. Most of your body heat is lost through your noggin. And guess what? I did it. It's all gone. It's all gone. I was bullied by my person that did the deed, and she said it would look better. I don't know. Zoom. Okay, well, turnabout is fair play. I wasn't done, but hey, okay, gone. So, yeah, but being that I'm old, I still wanted a little bit of color. What's left right there? So, I don't have a cap on, so it is my fault, and we'll see. Yes, she has been here, in my lair. Yes, where I rule the world from. It's right from here, but. We'll see. Here it is, folks. I asked my wife to dress up as a nurse tonight to fulfill my fantasy. That we have insurance. No? Don't like that one? Okay. Pickup lines. Haven't we met before? Yes. I'm the receptionist at the clinic for STDs, you idiot. There's another pickup line. Is this seat empty? She says, yes. And this one will be too if you sit down. I like that one. Roger says, so you want to go back to my lair, my place? She says, I don't know. Can two people fit under a rock? Oh, yes, it is cold in here. She says, your place or mine? Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa, sorry. Actually, it says, your place or mine? She says, both. You go to yours and I'll go to mine. I think I've heard that one before. I think you have as well. So what do you do for a living? She, I'm a female impersonator. He says, hey, baby, what's your sign? She says, do not enter. He says, how do you like your eggs in the morning? She says, unfertilized. Hey, we're both here for the same reason. Right. Let's pick up some chicks. I like that. That's kind of funny. There are a few more, but we'll get back to those in a bit. A very quick look at today in history. In 1839, the first Grand National Steeplechase, Aintree Racecourse in Liverpool. Jem Meeson wins aboard the 5-1 favorite Lottery. And then, clicked the wrong button. And then, taking a look in the last century, in 1961, the third Daytona 500, Marvin Panch wins the 1960 Pontiac, owned by Smokey Yunick, when race leader Fireball Roberts' car suffered a blown engine with 13 laps remaining. And in this century, in 2006, the 20th Winter Olympic Games close in Turin, Italy. So, absolutely awesome. Quick look at history. And no holding back. That's the 2020 Pro Tour for AVP. Can't wait. I'm an old man. I get to see a bunch of girls in bikinis playing with the ball. I'm in. So the AVP is going to be returning. I don't remember. Okay. May 6th through the 8th is the Austin Open. And they hadn't had an event for 2 years. So they're now returning, which is really cool. Of course, on May 6th through the 8th. The New Orleans opens May 27th to the 29th. And then the Muskegee Open. Muskegee is June 11th through June 12th, followed by the Denver Open July 2nd, July 3rd. I tell you guys, I've been to Denver. It's a very nice city. But anyway, another quick look. Fontana, NASCAR. The circuit has begun. So Indy cars at St. Petersburg. Last week while I was seeing clients, we heard the constant vroom of the drag racers from NHRA. It was really kind of cool. National Rugby League opens on March 1st, which is Tuesday. That's from the land down under. NASCAR Las Vegas is next week. And then, if we do, Formula One opens up in Bahrain. IndyCar is at Texas on the 20th, also Bahrain. And then we have Formula One Saudi Arabia on the 27th. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but Major League Baseball opens on the 31st. So, as I mentioned in my opening statements, what's going on in Major League Baseball? These. I'm going to pass you my proposal. Major League Baseball says, oh no, this is our proposal. Okay, here's ours. I changed colors, look. Okay, this is ours. That's it. That's it. No other movement. That's all that's going on. So, that's our update in baseball. I think I'm done with the program. Actually, I did have a shout out to Stupidity. CBS Sports referred to Aaron Rodgers as A-Rod. No, boys. There's only one A-Rod. Oh, I just got reprimanded by Gridiron Girl. I did send you pictures. The car, that is. Yes, have to put that one in there. The car. Yes. This time you sent me pictures about the car, but just needed to be clear for clarity's sake. But yes, beautiful car. I talked about it, the Rogue, just before you joined us. So happy for you. It's a beautiful vehicle. I want to get a Rogue myself. My daughter wants a Tesla, so who has their priorities straight? I want a Rogue because of Rogue One. Star Wars. Come on. How hard is this? Well, anyway, we won't get into that. It's cold. But it's instant. So if you guys want to text me live during the program, you guys can go ahead and do so. And it's kind of neat. I remember a gentleman who's in San Antonio. I forget his name now. We're associates, or well, we know each other on Facebook. When he was doing his program on Blog Talk Radio, he had a phone line where you could text him, and he would read the text on air, which was really kind of neat. So it's kind of cool. So now that I've made that announcement, now that I've done this, I'm probably going to have the haters, or as most people know, it's the hatters. It's the hatters. Morons. And a lot of them, sorry, Aisha, are Dallas Cowboy fans. It's hilarious. The hatters, all those memes were incredible. So, what does Aisha say? You'll go blind looking at all those beach bays, but I suppose at your age, it keeps the heart going. It keeps a lot going, let me tell you. For those of you that know and don't know, I am 52. I'm old. That's why I wear a parka. My daughter and I finished up I had one scheduled appointment at 6 p.m. And then I ended up, we started at 6 and we ended at 9:28. Did 3 return. Actually, I did 4. So it did take a while. And, yeah. I don't think I'm going to go blind, but I do have vision problems. See, I readily acknowledge the issues that I have. So, but you guys might like this one. You can pretend it's the tax repair, but it's the banker who fell overboard. Roger fell overboard from a friend's sailboat, and I could see that because I don't know how to swim, and I'm stupid and trying to be careful. I slip and fall, and I go over. Yes, I slipped and fell in the boat, and I went over. Use your imagination. The big dog grabbed a life preserver, held it up, not knowing if Roger could swim, and shouted, "Can you float alone?" Obviously, but this is a heck of a time to talk business. Actually, that's a better joke for bankers as opposed to tax preparers. Oh, so Aisha says that if she had it, Aisha, I will have to send it to you via Facebook. You're more than welcome. Funny thing is, I had to change my settings on my Facebook page because I had a psycho threaten me, and the idiot did it via email. Via email! And they threatened that they were going to do something. What a moron! Ugh. I have news for that little wench. And forgive me, I'm going to be materialistic and mean. I earn 12 times what that dumb bitch earns. Ugh, this one's going to be fun. It's going to be way fun. Ugh. But anyway, Aisha, did you know how to text from the old country to the new country? Oh, there we go. I wonder how long it's going to take. I'm saying I'm doing it. I wonder how long it's going to take for her. I don't know what my nation's number is, but there it is. So, anyway, let's see. I did the volleyball stuff. I got to kill the Facebook because it's going to ruin my feed right now. So, we'll see. I already went over those items. Going back to the Aaron Rodgers thing. Look, I have to preface this. You already know that. But, look, if I dislike Aaron Rodgers, it's really more of the opinion that everyone else has that he's the greatest quarterback of all time. And my thing is, he is not the greatest quarterback of all time because if he was, he'd win more. You don't talk about the also ran. Yes, his numbers speak for themselves, but he is far from. And based on his history, on what he does, the guy's, I swear he's almost a lefty because lefties are famous for having 10-cent heads. And I think that's due to inflation. You're adding more value to Aaron Rodgers. But when CBSSports.com referred to Aaron Rodgers as A-Rod, we immediately at Sports Talk with the guys corrected them and said no. A-Rod is Alex Rodriguez. And thank you, Andy. It is also A-Royd. And as I mentioned, he is also known as A-Fraud. But Alex Rodriguez is A-Rod. So I could actually say it's cultural appropriation. I don't think anyone has come up with that one yet. Good morning. It is Dreem who's on Sports Talk with the Guys page. Awesome. Let me see. One of these days the links will be posted before the show starts. Oh, whatever. Okay, Dreem. I effed up. All right, Dreem. I'm sorry. I should have given you administrator authority, and I did not do so yet because you've been busy, Dreem. I'm so sorry. I'm going to do that right now. And ladies and gentlemen, the effervescent, the indelible, the one who is the big dog. Impeccable timing. How are you, big dog?
Meh.
It's out of my control. It's science. I love that, Aisha. I love that. Yes, thank you. So I resemble that remark.
But
No,
I wasn't finished with that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're an administrator. You can see it all the time. But thank you, big dog. It wouldn't be the big dog if I didn't get a bitch slap within 2 minutes. So it's really good. Excuse me a moment.
I would have been here a lot sooner.
Sorry, I couldn't hit the mute button. It's gone, big dog. It's all gone.
I would have been here a lot sooner, but someone's been slipping and didn't post the link, but so I had to go the long way around.
Oh yeah.
I went and signed into last week's show.
Yeah, you click on StreamYard, but that's okay. Good morning, big dog.
No, I don't.
Obviously, I'm failing.
No, I have to type in StreamYard.com.
I'm failing.
Sign in and sign in.
And there it is. Thank you, big dog. Yet I get a second bitch slap from the big dog. So, morning. You're getting love from everyone. That's Dreem right there. He's screaming your name. And Aisha says, yeah, well, we have an opinion for that. All right, Dreem, I'm going to post it right now. I'm sorry. We have to give you administrator authority to make it easy so I didn't have to post that stuff. But, I just thought that there would be a link there so the guys didn't have to deal with all that stuff. They didn't have to go to Facebook. They
See,
didn't have to check that
that was your
stuff. They
problem. You
didn't have to
thought.
do all that. Well, apparently. So, Dream, I'm on my way over there right now. So we're gonna put it in.
Good girl.
Actually, I'm gonna send
I
it to
was
you.
told you were joining Scorekeeper at the
The lair. She refers to
world
this.
headquarters.
She refers to this as the lair, big dog.
Well, since we have a few people in, what do you do if King Kong comes through your window?
I
Start
don't know.
swimming. Let's see how many people get that one.
Oh, they'll get it. They'll get it. Did I hear the Me Too? Wow, that's a whole other thing. So, Big Dog, I flipped
Me
out
too.
yesterday.
Isn't he in Pokemon? Isn't that when one of the things grows into an adult? Oh, it's that Mewtwo. Never mind.
I just want to know what he's going to say. We'll see. I've sent the link over to Dream. I'm also going to post it in our group. So it'll be entertaining that I'm able to do. Oh,
There
look
he
at
is.
that. Merry Christmas. Good morning, Dream. How are you?
No, it's Dream.
Oh, I did see that. I'm sorry. I'm old. I'm tired. Good morning, Dream.
Good
What's
morning.
up,
You
Stud
guys are super
Muffin?
quiet right now for some reason. On Facebook, you came through great. On StreamYard, it's all like quiet.
Everyone else is hearing me, or they're humoring me. I don't know.
Maybe we're
Might
not
be your
really
connection.
here.
Oh, do you know what's so funny? I just checked in the group page for NDB Media. There's the link for last week's program, the week before, and the week before. Apparently, I drop the ball all the time. Wow. The links are there. And now this
I
week,
said I clicked on the link from last week. If you would have been listening instead of blabbering to your own noise, you would have heard me say that.
you said that I haven't been posting the link recently. And there they are. So I'm going to put
Yeah,
this
I
link,
can barely
albeit
hear you
today.
guys. I see your lips moving. I hear noise.
Huh? That's odd.
Unfortunately, everyone else is able to hear a stream. Why don't you go ahead and try, refreshing
That's
either.
what I was just going to say. Maybe exit out and come back in again.
Yeah. Sorry, Dream. You have to go out and come back. Go out, come back. Go out, come back in. It's not fun when we have to do that, huh, Big Dog?
Yeah, just takes a while.
Especially at our age, does it not? There's a lot of hatred directed at Aaron Rodgers all the time. And as you know, I'm no fan, but I readily acknowledge what he's done. And I'm not going to say came to his defense, but we knocked CBS Sports down when they referred to Aaron Rodgers as A-Rod on Friday. I just lost it. I said, dude, that's Alex Rodriguez. It is not Aaron Rodriguez. Or it was Aaron Rodgers. It is not. You have to come up with your own name for him. It's stupid. And I said, look, the babe is the babe. When you call someone the babe, it's obvious who you're referring to. You're not going to call anyone else that because that is their given name. Oh, I love it. Do you see down there at the bottom? Check his name. Big Dog, please.
Dream Part. Dream Part 2, Revenge of the Dream.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
All right.
So it was us after all.
So how you doing, Stud Muffin?
I am alive and cold. It is freaking. The weather over here has been nuts. It's been really cold. And then a couple days ago, we had like 70 degree, 75, 76. And then all of a sudden, it's back into the like upper 40s, lower 50s. And it just really messed with everything. How I was able to tolerate everything. Like I was cool. And then I had like one really good hot day. So I was like, all right, cool. This is nice. And then it just went back and kicked my butt. So, yeah.
It must be happening, I guess, across the U.S. then, because it was like that here. What about a week and a half ago, Scorekeeper, where it was 85 for like 3 straight days, 84 to 86, and then all of a sudden it dropped down to about 70, and then it's been going slowly downward since then. But next, what is it? Tuesday, Wednesday. I believe it's going to be 84 and 85 again.
Yeah, we're
and then
not getting that.
and then drop. So I don't know
But
what's
good
going
morning
on.
to Gridiron Girl. Thanks for the shout out.
She got a car. It's a Rogue. It's a beautiful car.
She
Nissan
got a
Rogue.
car?
Yeah. Or I'm sorry, an SUV.
She got a sub?
A
Yep,
sub.
she got
Yes.
a sub.
Good for her.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get a Rogue myself. Gmo wants a Tesla, and I'm like, okay.
Get her one of those
Hank-
little like Hot Wheels model Teslas.
Oh, I didn't think about doing that. I did that for my goddaughter once. God, broke her heart. So I got a car for you, sweetheart. She came running. Here you go. Yeah, she didn't think it was funny. Aisha is also giving some comments from this morning, but again, going back
Dream
to
machine,
the
I love it.
yes, going back to the theme on Aaron Rodgers. Of course, it has to be fodder. The fake Twitter had been saying for several weeks that he and his fiancee, Shailene Woodley, had broken up. And I don't know how many days it lasted, but it felt like about a week, maybe 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, Shailene Woodley and Aaron Rodgers are having breakfast. However casual, but for someone who broke up, they're having breakfast. That was kind of interesting. And for those that watch the Andy whatever show that he goes on, Aaron Rodgers makes a comment, and then you can hear Shailene Woodley's distinctive laugh in the background. So Twitter's fake, folks. And all this stuff about Aaron Rodgers, look, here's this thing. He actually keeps that private. Let it go. You're wasting your time. The only thing you should be talking about is what he does on the field. And he gives us enough material to be annoyed by him. And now people are angry that it has rumored that he wants $50 million a year. Folks,
$50 million a year?
yes.
I thought he was retiring.
Well, it depends which tweet he's on. But
well, you got to remember a famous quote by Abraham Lincoln. 70% of the things you see on Twitter or online are not true.
I remember that one, Dream. You're right. I think I saw that with the last few months. I should have recalled that one. Twitter's fake, folks, and wasting time on that. Look, if Aaron Rodgers wants 50, I'm sorry, Big Dog?
I said for the most part.
Yeah.
There are, I mean, Woj and Ramona and Shams, Meltzer in wrestling. I mean, if they say it and they put it down on Twitter, it's almost 99.9% true. So Twitter is fake for the most part, but there are some that are very reputable.
If it comes out of that person's mouth, whatever it's about, then I'll believe it. If it's reported,
right,
it's with, you have to take it with a grain of salt until it's confirmed. Okay. Especially when they say from undisclosed sources, that just means they're stretching.
Now,
from an anonymous source, like who knows something about something who's somebody's grandma,
Which oftentimes that's what it is. But Big Dog, allow me to clarify what we who are saying Twitter's fake mean. It's ones and zeros. It's a waste of time. Twitter's done. The vast majority of everything on there is just fake. For you to respond on Twitter, it's a 1 and a 0. It's a waste of time. Twitter is a dead zone. And if you have good people that are there, hey, sure, great. But Twitter itself, it's a waste of time. It is just, unfortunately. If you want to go to the source, the people that you mentioned, I would go to them direct. They use Twitter, they use their websites, their personals, and they also use ESPN. Good for them. But if you live on Twitter, it's sad. It's a waste of time. The garbage and trash that's there, the people that comment, it's a waste of time. That's what we're talking about. It's just there's nothing good on Twitter. There isn't. So that's what a lot of people, and I, for one, I don't even spend time there anymore. It's just there's so much hate and vitriol on the entire platform. And then you have Twitter trying to be a social justice cop. Cut it out, man. It's a waste of time. So,
I mean, you can
Again,
say that pretty much about any social media platform. Instagram, Facebook. Facebook is almost as bad as Twitter. I mean, it all depends on where you're going on it
Yeah,
to or who you follow that makes you decide whether it's either all fake or somewhat fake or not fake at all.
I like to use it as a tool for the springboard to research what interests me.
Okay, I like
You
that.
know, it's like, okay, this person said this or this person said that, and there's a modicum of truth.
yes.
And you have to figure out where it's coming from, who's it really about, what are the sources, is this something that's really going down? Like if somebody's retiring, okay, cool. Like who does that come from? Us, an anonymous source from inside the situation. There's no real confirm. Now, if the person comes out and says, "Yeah, I'm retiring," okay, cool. I forgot what sport, I forgot what team, but there was this one comment where the team itself said that there was a player's contract expiring, and that they're not looking to renew, whatever. And somebody came out and was like, "What's your sources on that?" And they're like, "Us. We're the sources. We're telling you that we're not renewing his contract." But it's stuff like that. It's like if it's coming direct from the mouth, okay, that's one thing. But you just got to use it as a springboard to delve into what's deeper.
I agree.
This whole thing on Aaron Rodgers, whether he wants $50 million or not, seriously, what do you care? And I'm talking to the audience on this one. Now, and I'll get the commentary from the big dog and Dream in just a moment. If someone, whether they play sports, except politicians, whether they have a real job or not, why do you care how much they earn? We're all in this together. At your job, you want more money. What do you do to get more money? Okay. Aaron Rodgers is in the same boat. If he's paid $50 million, good for him. Merry Christmas. Way to go, Aaron Rodgers. If you bitch about the money you earn, that's different. Do something about it. But with Aaron Rodgers, I can't believe I'm actually defending him this week. It's disgusting to me. But the rumors are that in the cryptic response that he had this week, or not the response, but the statement that he had, it's just unbelievable. He was rather coy about it, and he lit the blogosphere afire. So, Aaron Rodgers, if you can get the $50 million, if you can find a team that's going to pay you, good for you. Just don't bitch about it later when you get paid. Fair enough? Big dog.
So right now he's making 33 and a half per
Yeah.
year, or he just finished with that contract,
And
or no, has 1 year left on the contract. I'm sorry.
yeah. Aisha says, I just want a job. I just got made redundant after 32 years.
Well, here at Sports Talk with the Guys, we are redundant and repetitive.
That's right. And repetitive and redundant. So, Big Dog.
Well said.
Thank you, Aisha and Dream. Yes. Big Dog. I mean, does it really matter? Because it's really just a team problem as to whether they can afford to pay him or not. If he wants $50 million, the way the NFL salary system works, there really aren't very many landing points. So we really might be wasting time on just a rumor. But does it bother you? Do you even care that he wants that amount? Is he?
I mean, I really have been keeping up with sports this week. So did he himself come out and say he wants $50 million?
No. I said that a moment ago, that allegedly this was the demand to Green Bay. And, everyone said, well, wait a minute. Was he going to retire? Oh, wait. Was he going to be a free agent? Oh, wait. So he wants to return. So I'm talking about the money, just the $50 figure right now. Does it really bother you that he's put that number out?
Well, it's outrageous, first of all, because no one is worth that. No one is worth $1 million a year, but it is what it is. The way salaries are, of course, your highest paid players are going to be your running back, your quarterback, and probably the best defensive guy that's out there on the line or something. Those are your highest paid players, period, always. So he may want to set a precedent, first $50 million guy. We have James Harden doing that probably next year if he can turn his season around. Because right now he's making $44 million or $45 million, and his contract is up this year. So he's actually in the best position to get an outrageous amount like that, Aaron Rodgers, because despite all the negativity that he had this year and everything that was written about him, he still won the MVP for the second straight year. And there hasn't been too many back-to-back MVPs in the NFL, period. And he did that, in a great fashion. I mean, he put together one hell of a season again. So if someone's going to demand an outrageous amount, he's in he drove himself into the perfect position for it.
Hey, Jimmy Garoppolo's got more Super Bowl rings than him.
That is true.
And speaking
so does Eli Manning.
Yeah.
What's up, Speedy?
Speedy.
What's up, guys?
I haven't seen you in a minute. How you been?
Yeah, been a long time. How you doing?
Oh, good. I'm about to get started at work too, so I got a line out the door ready for these king cakes.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, they line up down the block. It's the freaking last Saturday that we're doing it. So it's because we're going into Mardi Gras on Tuesday.
Oh, is it this Tuesday?
Or the next Tuesday, I think.
Okay.
It's
I think it's the 8th.
The Tuesday before Ash Wednesday.
Yeah, I think that's the 8th. Yes.
Yeah,
but it's a testament to you and your restaurant, Dreem, how good you guys are. These people know quality food when they eat it, and they want more.
Yep.
Good morning, Aisha. How are you doing?
What was that?
I'm saying hi to everybody in the chat, but everything hi to me. So.
Oh.
Definitely a ring, not the MVP.
I mean, like that little commercial girl for the tacos, the crunchy shells or the soft shells. Why not both?
Look, the knock on Aaron Rodgers will always speak for it speaks for itself. But Aaron Rodgers has a ring, doesn't he?
Yes.
Okay.
Has one ring. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. He's won the Super Bowl. Okay, he's a champion, and he's MVP. The numbers speak for themselves. But I'm just absolutely abhorrently disgusted by those that say that he is the greatest of all time. So do you even know what you're saying?
No, he's not even close.
No.
Yeah, it's like, and even all four of us are on the same boat on that one, surprisingly. Look, folks, numbers never lie, but liars use numbers. It's a fact. So,
is that why you're so great at numbers?
Yeah, that's what I was going to go with.
Let me grab a calculator.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Written paper.
That was one job yesterday, guys. That was, oh my God, that was just one job yesterday.
I want to say this about Aaron Rodgers.
Actually, it was 3.
He can ask for whatever the hell he wants to ask for. That doesn't mean they're going to pay him.
That is true.
That's true with any job, no matter where you go. If the team feels that his value is worth it, they'll pay it. If someone else feels that his value is worth it, they'll pay it. But you create the demand. And this also might be one of his things that says, hey, you know what? If these suckers are stupid enough to pay me $50 million a year, cool. If not, I get to retire with millions of dollars. Cool. Either way, he wins. You know what I mean? So I personally feel like if it is true, it's just a good business decision on his end. Being like, F it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to pay me, pay me. But that's how much it's worth it for me to put my body on the line for one more year. You know, or however long the contract is. But anyway, on that note, I got to get going. I got a bunch of stuff to do. So I will talk to you guys later, man.
All right, man. Take care.
Peace.
All right, Dreem.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Dreem, ever the responsible one. Okay, Aisha, how far behind are you on the program? I missed it. I didn't realize I got owned by the big dog, but I'm all right with that. I mean, he's the big
I
dog.
think it was a numbers comment. I think that's what she meant.
Okay. Oh, very good.
Are you awake, Scorekeeper?
Probably not. I am a tad tired, but
How many
feeling a
clients
lot
today,
better.
man?
Actually, not too many. Yesterday, I was
Oh.
shocked. It's the mail service, and not the Royal Mail Service, but the mail service. Clients aren't getting a lot of documents. I'm on course to do. I think it's because people are not stressed out as much over COVID as they were. They have jobs now. It's not like it was the last 2 years. So things have gone into like, oh, it's not like the last 2 years. So they're taking even a bit longer than normal. So it's just strange. I'm about 3 days behind the way this internet is playing up again.
Oh,
Sorry, Aisha. Sorry about that. But
See, the internet is having problems in England because the Queen is sick.
yes, she is sick.
As the Queen goes, so goes the internet.
Yeah, and just very quickly on real world stuff before I go back to you, Speedy. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to comment it earlier. I think a lot of us are down with what's going on in the world events, what is happening in what many would call Eastern Europe is just absolutely abhorrently sad. It's terrible. I don't think I was ever a warmonger per se. I mean, in my wet dreams, I wanted to see nations fight, but even from 1991 on, I have not been for military actions. And what is going on in the Ukraine is just absolutely sad. And you can put every and any reason behind it. Fact of the matter is that Ukraine has always been known as the breadbasket of Europe. Ukraine is a filthy rich country with natural resources. And the problem is, it's a democratically run country. And I don't mean politically. Well, actually, I do mean politically. In that it's a free country. And it was leaning towards NATO. So Russia yesterday threatened Finland and Sweden. This guy's out of control, folks. He is really out of control. Yeah, he's bugging the world. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But anyway, Speedy, sorry, going back to it. We were talking. I mean, Big Dog said no one is worth $50 million, much less $1 million. Aaron Rodgers, if you believe what was said, demanded $50 million a year from the Packers. So,
yeah, I like what Dreem said because everything that Dreem said made sense. If you think I should pay you $50 million, you've got to show me you're worth it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to hire somebody else. And when Dreem said, thank you, Dreem, for that he would have had another ring. Remember last week before we left? I said he would have, but that was when he broke up his engagement with Shailene Williams. So, go figure on that, Roger.
Okay, fair. Ooh. Speedy, I was talking about that earlier, about that the blogosphere went crazy over this man that allegedly the engagement was over. They are private. They've never even really acknowledged anything amongst themselves.
Right.
But they hadn't been seen in, I don't know, Big Dog, did you read about it? They hadn't been seen in like 2-3 weeks. Yeah. And so they said, it's over. It's over. And now a week and a half later, all of a sudden they went out to breakfast and she was heard on an interview.
Mm-hmm.
It's a waste of time. And that's why I'm referring to Twitter being fake. It's a waste of time. On Twitter, this is what the topic was. And that's what I'm telling you, folks. It's a waste of time. This is what they're talking about. So, yeah. Let me see. On the CBS service page, it said he might settle for $48 million. Oh, so it is on CBS Sports.
Yes, everything has been about CBS Sports this week. I got a lot of notifications from them yesterday.
I did too. They were working overtime, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
But I flipped out when they referred to Aaron Rodgers as A-Rod. Said, nope, there's only one A-Rod.
Yeah.
Does he have a nickname? Big Dog, you're a Green Bay fan. Does he have a nickname? Aaron Rodgers?
Not that I know of. I mean,
I didn't know either.
yeah, I don't believe he's got a nickname. I mean,
Unless you go by MVP. MVP.
well, I mean that would be his nickname in the last 2 years. But that nickname changes person to person every year, pretty much.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't have a Twitter account, and I never wanted one in the first place. But I'm surprised now that they can show that Shailene and Aaron, of course, did not break up, or the spin would be they broke up and they got back together. They broke up for a couple of weeks and then decided to give it a go again. I'm waiting for that spin.
Yeah, well, good for them. Don't care.
The other side of that story is that, that I didn't get to finish last week is that they both said, well, there's no animosity. I respect him. She said the same. He said the same about her. I respect her. It's just, it didn't work out. And
I don't remember him ever saying anything like that. He never came out publicly and said, "Oh, I respect her. She respects me." It just didn't work out. He has never said that. Neither had she. I don't know what you're reading or how you read it, but Aaron Rodgers, nor Shailene Woodley ever came out publicly and said, "We are officially broke up." That was never said.
It was on Yahoo, okay? It was on Yahoo. Yeah. I got it.
That Aaron Rodgers said that, or that it was reported, or someone from his inner circle said that.
That's what Yahoo had reported, okay?
I know. I understand that, but who said? Yahoo said, who said this?
That's all Yahoo says, is that both sides said that they respect each other and all that.
Because I don't know, Scorekeeper, you're always in the news. Did you ever see that report? I never saw anything saying there was an acknowledgement that they were broken up.
Okay, before no, I haven't seen anything because I haven't been on. I actually didn't even send my email out to everyone as I do. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've sent it out the last 3 weeks because I'm bargaining now and I really haven't had much time. So, no, I didn't see it, Big Dog, but I haven't been checking it out. Yahoo, was it in the entertainment section, Speedy, or was it in the sports section of Yahoo?
It was in the sports section.
Wow, okay.
They said that it just wasn't working out. They're different people with busy careers, and their obstacles they couldn't surmount to.
Okay,
but that they would remain friendly.
That sounds like the Danica Patrick breakup. Because that's exactly what he did with Danica Patrick.
It could be.
Now, folks, also remember that we do get news articles that are reported that allegedly say this and this. So it could very well have been on Yahoo Sports that it was something that was said offhand. Fine, consider the source. We rarely ever quote Yahoo Sports right here. But Gridiron Girl is saying, so are you guys saying that he would have done better if he was still engaged to What's Your Face? Okay, first of all, we want to clarify. I believe, and I think Big Dog is the same, that Aaron Rodgers absolutely was horrid when he was dating Danica Patrick. And I sarcastically said he needs to go back, and Big Dog beat me to it by saying Olivia Munn, because that's when he did the best. They were very happy. He did very well. But under Danica Patrick, he wasn't doing very well. So if you're talking about Shailene Woodley, I don't think we know or even care. Our favorite was Olivia Munn, right, Big Dog?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so. Stylecasters reporting that they're happy together since getting together in 2020. Yeah, that's it. Let's see. Gridiron Girl says, no woman except Giselle Bunchen can get her man to win at all. Very funny. Very good. Yes. So that's pretty cool. So when Gridiron Girl makes her appointment today, it will be around 10 or so. We'll do a live feed and we'll show off her car. So how's that, folks?
A live feed with showing off her car. Nice.
Yeah, Gridiron Girl's car. So it'll be good. And we'll see. And Gridiron Girl was correct by saying, hey, I sent you pictures of the car this time. I was like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I had to put that qualifier in there. So, but anyway, my daughter and I, Gmo, after the appointments finished up last night, we went out to Norm's and we had a late meal. And for the first time at Norm's, I was a tad disappointed, Big Dog. I did order because I have not ordered beef for about a year now. So I ordered chicken or something that is not fried. In the United States of America, in Southern California, it's very difficult to find food that is not fried. So obviously I have to go a lot with regular chicken. And I had the chicken yesterday, Big Dog. And for the first time, I was a tad disappointed. It just didn't taste right. So, folks, I was really wrong. I got the barbecue sauce, and I put it on the chicken. And you know what? It tasted better.
Aisha said you have car envy.
That's what she said when my coworker had that car. Of course I do. They're nice cars. I made the joke that when Keith brought in his new Mustang, the electric one, I said, well, I knew he was going to bring it in, so I had to bring in my daughter's car because I couldn't have my little 1.6 gutless Nissan Versa right next to the Mustang. It's nice. It really is.
I'm surprised you didn't answer my comment when
I'm
you
sorry.
showed that video. No, when you showed that video of your friend's car. Because I put on there, I said, oh, and look at the way these guys parked. In between, they took up 4 spots for 2 cars. And I said, oh, wait a minute. They're county workers. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't answer that because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. And we have 7 people that park there. So whenever someone doesn't park, they take up an extra space. In other words, when someone's not there, they take up the extra space. I'm in the corner on the far right. I park. I know
How do you take up an extra space if there's only 5 slots but 7 cars? There's no extra space to take up.
Good God. Like I said, when someone calls out, they like to take up an extra space by parking in the middle. It's okay. They just do that. So they park in the middle. They end up taking up 2 spaces.
So Scorekeeper did it also then. Both of you
No.
guys did it.
No,
yeah,
I did
no,
not.
you guys were both in between the lines.
You know,
The video doesn't lie.
Big
Sorry.
Dog, yeah, you can see it. I park in the same spot. I am anal. I have ADHD. I do the same thing
I know, and that's why I'm
every
doing
day.
this, because it's pissing you off. I can tell.
It's,
But you
you
were
know,
parked
it's-
in between 2.
No, I was not. So, but that's okay. Go ahead and have
Go
that.
watch the video.
No, I never do. I never listen to myself either. I don't.
Well, put it on mute, but you can see yourself parked. You guys are both parked between 2. In other words, 2 cars took 4 spots. Anyways, I looked up this Yahoo thing, and there's 2 articles. There's one that's from Yahoo, printed by Yahoo, but it's from People magazine. So they borrowed the.
Oh, so it's probably
borrowed it.
entertainment section or is it in the sports section? Do you know, Big Dog?
It's Yahoo. It's yahoo.com.
That's all. Yeah, that's all it is.
And it's from People magazine, but because you can see the People magazine logo is right above it. And it says Aaron Rodgers says he's grateful for Shailene Woodley after breakup. I love you. And it's 3 lines. The Green Bay Packers quarterback and actress and the actress split just after 1 year of announcing their engagement. That's it. That's all it says. And then there's another one from yahoo.com by Yahoo, and it's through Yahoo Entertainment. They're speculating that they broke up because she did not show up to the MVP award ceremony. But he never says they broke up. She never says they broke up. He posted evidently pictures. It says Aaron Rodgers is feeling grateful for Shailene Woodley. It says on Monday night, the NFL star posted photos of incredibly special people in my life. It says, but if you're not one of the Green Bay Packers fans trying to read between the tea leaves, it's a shot at his former fiancee that might be of interest.
Oh.
It says Rogers and Woodley are cuddling on a couch in an intimate picture. He tagged the Big Little Lies star on Instagram, writing, "Thanks for letting me chase you for the first couple of months after we met, and finally letting me to catch up to you, be part of your life. Thanks for always having my back, for incredible kindness you show me and everyone you meet, and for showing me what unconditional love looks like. I love you, and I am grateful for you." From that post, they're assuming that they broke up. To me, that sounds like he's thanking her for letting her into his life, or him letting into her life. And once again, there is nothing that says that she said they broke up or he said they broke up. Only that it is reported that they broke up. So, and I'll try and keep looking up more other Yahoo articles, but I don't see anything that he is actually saying he broke up.
Okay, well, I have it, so I'll send it to you and copy and paste the part I'm talking about.
Okay.
Well, don't copy and paste. Send me the whole article. No offense.
All right. Well, fair enough. So, point is, folks, even us to a lesser extent right now.
Here's another Yahoo one. Sorry, and it's once again Yahoo through People magazine. Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley are done. A source close to Rodgers confirms to People magazine that the NFL star and the actress have split. Once again, nothing saying that Rodgers said it or she said it. But anyways, I will see you guys in about 2 minutes. I got to switch to the car, and I'll be right back.
Okay, cool. What time are you?
Oh, wow. Okay, I guess we are. So, very quickly, folks, again, going back to that baseball stuff, ESPN was reporting late in the afternoon yesterday that Commissioner Rob Manfred and Major League Baseball Players Association Tony Clark met face-to-face as Major League Baseball talks gain steam. More spring training games are nixed. As you know, baseball last week announced the first week of spring training would be canceled. And I believe if a deal is not done, the next week of spring training. So this is now obvious. We're looking at the second week of spring training. Commissioner Rob Manfred did say that they still want to have 30 days of spring training because we've seen what happens when we have short spring trainings. Yes, I believe it was in 2000 when they started the season hurriedly to get in shape, and a lot of players got hurt. Oral Hershiser, I think, threw his arm out and had to have surgery. Yeah. That was one here in LA. I think you remember that one, Speedy. So, Commissioner says that if there's a baseball season this year, there's no makeup games, no nothing due to interleague play. I don't know what that had to do with it, but I guess it's a scheduling thing. Games will not be made up. So he was telling the players, you ain't getting paid. You're only going to get paid for what we play. So that's where we are. It's obvious that the second week of spring training is about to be canceled, which is obvious. So it's just really a formality at this point. But if a contract isn't done, I guess by by February 28th, we are going to start losing games now in Major League Baseball, which there won't be any makeups.
Terrible. Because
yep.
People like baseball, so.
It's terrible. Terrible. In other news, I'm going to wait till the big dog gets back, but something about LeBron James made a statement about the Lakers, and there was some editorial in there that the Lakers at this point need LeBron James more than LeBron James needs the Lakers. Morning, Ian. They've already proven they can do a 60-game season. Yep, I hear you. Yeah, I think I know who it is. They did that in 2020 for COVID,
Mhm.
and there has been call by a select few that the Major League Baseball season should be shorter. For those of you that know and don't know, officially there really have only been 2 seasons in the last 100 years. And the most recent is 162. And the one prior to that, I think it was like 146. So um, there are others that say that is still too long. It needs to be shorter. So I guess baseball is good with it. They're going to reduce the number of games this year. But this is a strike year. We'll see what will happen moving forward. But as of right now, once the deal is done, I just don't see baseball cutting the number of games. As a matter of fact, it's in their best interest to have more playoff games, which it looks like there's going to be an expansion of the way they, I think it's 12 to 16.
Yeah, that's what it currently is.
So there'll be more games, folks. I see them extending the postseason. I don't see them extending. Almost every sport today is extending. Well, look, the NFL added another week, another game. So I still believe that they're going to be moving towards 18 games. Do you see that, Speedy? Because they've been wanting for years to have 18-game regular season.
Yeah, I think I can see that. I can see that happening. I can also see what you've been talking about this whole time over the years because they're. I should have pulled up the article, but I didn't save it to my computer or bookmark it or anything. But how they're restructuring not only the designated hitters, but now they're well, we probably don't need a ball boy and a ball girl anymore. I'm like, really? As many times as that ball comes out, do you really want a fan getting injured? Especially if they're eating popcorn or something. Or not paying attention. I can see them now going like this on their phone. Oh! I got hit with the ball. I'm suing.
Hey, that's the big dog. Well, I believe the commissioner did make the announcement that there's going to be a DH. It's a universal DH in 2022.
Yeah.
And it looks like the players have agreed to it. And that one was easy to resolve. We've seen them moving forward. I've been telling everyone that they're really 2 leagues. It's an unfair 2 league because the National League does not have a DH and the American League does.
Right.
But you can just get a hitter. No, no, no. The National League does not have a hitter of the caliber of a DH just sitting on the bench. So, for me, this was a long time in coming. I was hoping they were not going to get rid of the DH, but they're looking for more offense, and it's unfortunately more exciting for fans. The more fans want more runs. Look, folks.
They're dumbing down the league.
Well,
Yeah.
in the United States of America, there's a reason why soccer was never popular. It's just the dearth of scoring. When you look at the American type of sport, it's all designed to score, and to score. Look at football. Look at basketball. Look at hockey. And baseball now. It's you want more runs. Unfortunately, that's where it's going. Doesn't matter. It is what it is. We either go along or we don't. And I'm just saddened that the DH is now prevalent or will be prevalent because there was so much nuance to the game when the pitcher would bat. But we're the old dinosaurs. We're dying, and we're taking that feeling with us. I'll ask Big Dog in a moment, but Speedy, what's your opinion on that? You mentioned the DH. How is it? Are you for or against it becoming universal now?
I'm against it. That I think they should keep it as is. Don't remove it. Like you said, that helped the game a lot.
Ian, yes. As a matter of fact, I've talked about the prevalence of the strikeout. That you have long stretches of action, and it's the strikeout is just taking over because of years ago the home run hitters were just going crazy, and baseball it took them 5 to 10 years to rearm. Pardon the pun. And you get these pitchers which are throwing in the high 90s regularly. It is rare to see a team that does not have 3 or 4 pitchers in the bullpen that throw 96 or faster.
Well, yeah, when you only pitch fucking 3 batters, you can throw all out. You can go all out for that.
And when you carry 18 pitchers on a roster,
That is true too.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad. So slowly over the years, it's crept up and crept up. So it is. I don't know what's going to happen now with the DH. You have an extra hitter for the National League teams. It's limit the number of pitchers on the roster. That's all you need to do to fix that. But that's just my opinion. So Ian says, all American sport is tailored towards TV. If it don't, the ratings, it don't get shown. Yeah, it is. The USFL is going to be making a comeback.
I saw the commercial for that.
Yeah. So if it doesn't get the ratings, it will not survive. And back in 1983, when the league premiered, the USFL, it did well for a spring league. The first 2 years were awesome. The third year, they had some incredible talent joining. And then what did they do? They decided to take the NFL on at the same time. It's easy to say it was a stupid mistake. And they sued for an antitrust exemption, which I was really surprised they went that way. But their argument was that the NFL had a monopoly and no one else would work with them. Well, the courts decided that, yes, the NFL did undue pressure, but you didn't play. You could have played, and you didn't play. So you win. I think they won $3 and $1. So there were really 2 checks. And Donald Trump has that check in his office, the $3 check. So it's hard to watch a 3-hour plus game if boring. I don't know what you mean by boring. Which game are you talking about? Baseball, soccer, what? I'm not sure which one you mean, but Aisha says American football was altered so much. If you watch a 1950 or early 1960 match, it's so different than today. Oh, good God, yes.
Yeah, it is. Definitely.
Okay, Ian, baseball. I get you. Guys, all of us grew up with 4-hour football games. Remember the 80s, man? God, it's like, they were 4 hours. The Super Bowl was interminably long because the clock stopped all the time.
Yeah.
And it was 45 seconds, remember, folks? In between plays, it was 45 seconds. And then if you stepped out of bounds, the clock stopped. The referees were lazy to start the clock again. What irritates me now is I see guys go out of bounds, the ref gets the ball, and they start the clock again. I'm like, wait. What's the point of going out of bounds? But those are the rules in the NFL. The NFL has done probably the best job to work with their television partners to get the games down from 4 hours to, I guess, 3 hours now.
Yeah. I'm glad you switched gears because I was going to switch gears with that because the FBI is warning you that if you scan the QR code during that ad that showed up during the entire game of the Super Bowl, you might have some stolen information from cyber criminals.
Really?
It's basically a scam where they pretend to be such and such website. They're trying to be the coin the Bitcoin thing, but it's not Bitcoin. It's a scam. So if you scan the QR code will not take you to Bitcoin. It'll take you somewhere else. That's just a warning from the FBI.
Okay, well, I need a little bit of clarity.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Big Dog.
So you're saying that Dogecoin or Bitcoin company that put the scan bar on the Super Bowl and they paid millions of dollars to have it on numerous times. They spent all that money and no one in the Super Bowl vetted that company. So the whole thing was a scam.
Is that what they're saying, or is it a warning about future stuff? What was it, Speedy?
Well, he said on the Super Bowl. He said the QR code that was on the Super Bowl during like a commercial, that if you scan that, it was a scam. So that means, of course, the only way they can get on there is to pay that. I think it was $5.3 million for a 30-second spot. I saw that Bitcoin ad at least 6-7 times.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So each time is $5 million
for 30 seconds.
For 30 seconds. So, I mean, if it's a scam, they just to get on the Super Bowl, they had to have spent $20-30 million. That doesn't quite sound right.
But it went so bad because it crashed the server because everybody was trying to scan the code to get on that website at the same exact time, apparently.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is usually a scam company usually doesn't have money. But to get onto the Super Bowl, you can't say, "Oh, I'll pay you afterwards." You got to pay up front. Super Bowl don't mess around. NFL doesn't mess around. So they had to have put up $25-30 million to run a scam that they hoped worked. That doesn't quite sound right. I'm sorry. That's just me.
Well, the code was provided by Coinbase. But like I said, if you scan the code, it won't take you to Coinbase. Some of it has been taken to other websites. So the FBI is just warning people that if you're one of those that scan the code, be careful, because the URL might actually take you there.
So Coinbase got scammed, is what you're saying?
No, I said Coinbase.
Yeah, so Coinbase was the commercial.
Yeah.
And whoever made the VR code for Coinbase was the scammer or part of the scam group. So, in essence, what you're saying is Coinbase is the one that got scammed into having a fake QR code.
Possibly. That's why the FBI is just warning people.
Okay, yes, that is true. There was a warning by the FBI that you have to watch what you do. As a matter of fact, very famous, whether you know her or not, Kim Commando. She's really good on tech stuff, and you can find her website, commando with the K.com. And she talks on February 22nd that the FBI is warning, be careful of the QR code that you're scanning. So I believe they pointed to the NFL game. There's as to what they're talking about, but you don't always know where the link is taking you, and that's what the FBI is warning. So, hell, I have a QR code as well that we haven't debuted, but it's going to be on our site, which is just a lot easier. As a matter of fact, I have a QR code right here on my desk for payment purposes. So, yeah, you would hope that it's secure. And, of course, mine is. I'm not worried about that. But the FBI did warn everyone that you need to know what you're scanning. So, all right. I think that's fair. Aisha says, I read that Bitcoin is losing money these days, so I really don't get this kind of thing. Folks?
Yeah, me neither. Okay. That's why you got to be careful.
Okay. This is from a lowly taxpayer on the West Coast. I have lots of clients that have crypto stuff. I have to ask everyone if they have crypto, and I ask them. And everyone that I know is providing me with their crypto documents. Folks, I don't know what the hubbub is, I had 13 or 14, I think, and they all lost money. Everyone that had virtual currency so far has lost money. It's a hype, folks. You have to be in on that every day. It's like investing in stocks.
Yep.
You can't just. This isn't a mutual fund. It's not auto.
Yeah, you can't sit on it and come back a year later and say, "Oh, look, I made billions of dollars."
Or
no,
even
crypto is a highly volatile type of. I mean, if you equate it to stocks, just like stocks. If you're heavily into stocks, you gotta keep an eye on that every single day.
And I want to put this caveat in too. Oh, okay. A question by Ian, very quickly. I will go into the Jedi.tax persona as the IRS man. Can you still avoid taxes with crypto? It apparently depends which house you're with. And I don't mean that as in Game of Thrones. I mean that as in, look, if the agency is reporting it or not. If they're based in the United States, yeah, you're going to get a document. If you're not, if you're based overseas, you're more than likely not going to get a tax document from the United States. And I'm only commenting as a lowly preparer in Southern California. So keep that in mind, please. But I also want to add this final thing. I have heard people that I know brag about the crypto stuff, both at work, at home, and in my clientele. And they're all losers. They're all losing money. Yet they're bragging about making money. So I'm not going to say any more than that. So, see, how can you spend money you don't have? I mean, it don't even exist in the real world. I suppose I'm just an old fart who don't get crypto. Yeah. Oh, Gridiron Grow is on her way. She may make it to the program. Go ahead, Big Dog.
I was gonna say, it's crazy because that comment about that money doesn't really exist in the real world. I was just, I'm retired, so I get bored very easily, and I decided, let's I picked a certain car and I said, let's see what's available just for the hell of it. And there is a Lincoln dealership, so they got to be Ford also. I believe it's in Calabasas. Can't remember because I just hit so many websites. They take crypto to pay for your car. You can pay by Bitcoin for your car. And I'm like, wow. Because it is so volatile that you could actually go in the morning, say I'm a millionaire, and by lunchtime, your crypto has dropped 50%. And it's happened. So for a car company dealership to take crypto as a form of payment, man, that's risky. At least I think that's risky.
Yeah, and folks, the beauty of crypto, and I understand how it works. I read, but I'm not a techie, so I get it, but I would not be able to explain it to you. So I understand in essence what the security is and how crypto exists, and that's the beauty of it. But if you have a 1 and a 0 behind it, just ask all the banks in the world. It doesn't matter if you have 128 secure encryption. They're probably going to break in. And it's if it has a 1 and a 0 on it, someone can break in. And we've been hearing regularly of all these crypto houses getting robbed. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's why I go back to what I said about what the FBI is reporting, because the same thing can be done when you let a scammer get onto your computer. They can change the HTML and just go, fix that $100,000, and then they'll blame you for it and go, I need my money back because you typed in all this money and you stole from us and blah, 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 and we're arresting you. And it's like, no.
Yeah, folks, you've got to be careful out there. It's crazy. It's bad. Even with Zelle, which is becoming very popular. And I'm not sure if I had this conversation with Big Dog about it, but Zelle is PayPal. basically. And with PayPal, you actually have some security that you might be able to get some money back. I don't know if that's changed, but with Zelle, if it's gone, it's gone. You may never get the money back. So if you put the wrong number in, it's like, wow, it's done. And that is unheard of now, at least to me. So I'm making more of a big deal out of it. But Speedy, we do appreciate the warning. It was related to the Super Bowl ad. The FBI is warning everyone, before you scan those crypto codes, just be careful. Go ahead, Big Dog.
Did you mean Zelle or did you mean Venmo?
Oh, I did confuse them. That's right, because Zelle is the banking industry one.
Yes, Zelle,
Venmo,
and that's the one I like, because Zelle goes just straight bank to bank, and there's no interference or a third party that takes money out for you to transfer it, if you want it, of course, immediately. Venmo, I know, is exactly what you do, because, and I see the reasoning that they're giving is because you're actually putting the number in and you're authorizing it, because you go by phone numbers. You know, I could send Speedy, if I had Speedy's phone number, which I think I do, I could send him money through Venmo because it's his phone number. But of course, if you're doing it for the very first time, you're at a swap meet or whatever, and they take Venmo and you punch the number in wrong and you send it, you're authorizing it and you're saying, yeah, this is how much I want to send to this number. Venmo's answer is, well, you authorized it. It's not my fault you put the number in wrong.
yeah, Venmo is just like Zelle. So they have that. Once you send it, you send it. But Venmo is PayPal. So, hey, it is what it is, folks. But all right,
at least PayPal though does have the insurance.
Yeah, they do. That's what I was talking about.
They are protected.
Yeah. So there's a little bit more coverage. Yes.
Yeah.
Aisha, got your text message. Wow, feel connected, and you're across the pond. Thank you, Aisha. So now I'm going to get the comments like, "Hey, stupid, I don't hear you," or "Hey, your internet sucks," or whatever. So I'm looking forward to getting slammed. So,
oh, you want to get body slammed? Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, for what the Big Dog does to me and what Aisha does. Oh my goodness, I'm getting old.
That's not the type of slammed he wants.
So anyway, folks, check out Kim Commando. She's pretty good on all that stuff. But we're going to go and continue. Big Dog, while you went to the car, I was mentioning that there was an article that was out in the last day or two, and it was regarding LeBron James. And if I'm not mistaken, and you will correct me, is he said something to the effect of that I'm a Laker. And that's pretty much it.
Yes, and that came from all the other fodder on Twitter and Instagram and wherever else he wanted to talk about, saying that LeBron was angry with the Lakers for not doing anything at the trade deadline. The truth be told is Clutch Sports was angry at the Lakers for not getting John Wall, because John Wall, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James are their top three guys that they have under contract. And they wanted them all under one house. And the Lakers weren't going to go for it because trading John Wall for Westbrook wasn't an upgrade. And in essence, because first of all, John Wall has yet to play a single minute this year, because he doesn't want to play for the Rockets. So they came to a mutual agreement that he'll just sit on the bench till he gets traded. So the Lakers didn't feel that because of his past history, that it would be a good fit for the Lakers to get trading money, exact money for money. They make the same amount, Westbrook and Wall. So they said Clutch Sports, that was a rumor, Clutch Sports was angry with the Lakers. I believe it was yesterday, Clutch Sports sat down with Jeannie and Pelinka, and I guess they talked it out, saying, this is not what we're saying. This is all rumors. Let's do this face to face. So supposedly everything's been ironed out now, if there was anything to be ironed out. Because the original thing was, of course, that LeBron was mad and LeBron was leaving because of his All-Star game comment when they asked him, would you ever think about returning to Cleveland? And his answer was, that door's not closed. Everybody in the world lost their shit. Say, oh my God, trade LeBron. He's leaving for Cleveland. No, idiots. He's not. A Cleveland reporter asked a born and raised Cleveland guy who grew up in Cleveland, and they're playing in Cleveland, hey, would you ever think about coming back here? LeBron, the ultimate guy that finds the angle for anything in media-wise, of course they're going to say, well, of course, that door's never closed. You can't say no to that. Just like a wrestler says he's retiring, he doesn't really retire. It's always open to interpretation. LeBron just stated that, and everybody's losing their shit, saying, oh my God, LeBron's leaving. Trade him away so we can get something for him. No, LeBron's not leaving. He's not an idiot.
He was quoted as saying, this is a franchise I see myself being with. I'm here. James said after the Lakers 105-102 loss to the Clippers. I see myself being with the purple and gold as long as I can play. And apparently, in addition to that, he said that he wants this to be this being the Lakers, to be the final franchise he plays for.
Yep.
So, along with that, James, who's under contract for one more season and will be eligible to sign a 2-year extension this summer worth north of $97 million, would like to play alongside his 17-year-old son, Bronny, who is a junior in high school.
Yeah, that's a whole other can of worms. Because the kid, unfortunately, is not like his father. He's not that good. The Bronny is the national rankings. I think ESPN has him ranked 43rd in the nation, and some other ranking company that ranks high school kids has him ranked at 38th. So he's not a top tier guy. In fact, Bronny comes off the bench. He's not good enough to start. So LeBron wants to play for him, and he has stated. He has said this for years and years, that his final year would be Bronny's first year in the NBA, and that he will play wherever Bronny plays.
Yeah.
So, everybody's trying to finagle. Well, where's kid's gonna go? I don't see a lower tier team, like say the Orlando Magic or the whoever's the Houston Rockets, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're not going to waste a number 1 draft pick, a high number draft pick, maybe top 3 or 4. They're not going to waste it on LeBron James Jr. Because let's say you do, and you get LeBron James Jr., so that means you get LeBron James. But you're getting a 39 to 40-year-old LeBron James that's been playing for 22 years at the time they would get him. What's left in the tank for that 1 year that you're getting him? And you're sacrificing a top-tier NBA pick that could maybe be your franchise for the next 10, 12 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. The team that will draft him will get, if LeBron wants to remain with the Lakers, it would be smart. Because, the way it is right now, he's a junior, right?
Yes.
And so the season ends, he'll be a senior next year,
Yes.
and then it's still one and done, right?
1 year removed from high school.
Okay, so LeBron can still sign a 2-year extension, and then that's it. He can go wherever his son is drafted. So I could see that happening for the last year. That's crazy.
Well, supposedly I can't remember when the contract is up, either this season or next season, the NBA bargaining agreement. And supposedly they're going to get rid of the one and done, that you can once again draft right out of high school. So that's what he's counting on, so that when his contract is up at the end of next year, the following year he would be able to go with whatever team he wants, not re-sign. That's if they get rid of the 1 year removed from high school rule.
Okay. There's been okay. That's the Major League Baseball one. Sorry, NBA. I'm looking it up to see when it terminates right now, and I'll have that in a moment. But
What, his
uh,
contract?
no, LeBron's expires this summer.
Next
So,
summer.
but they said at the end of next summer. So
Yeah, next summer he expires. Yes, next
okay.
season.
So, I don't know when the NBA collective bargaining is. So Ian says if he wants to spend time with his son, go fishing. It's interesting. Okay, well, Big Dog, he's a junior right now, and you said that he's rated as low as or as high, depends how you look at it, as 38. How
Yes.
many picks are in the NBA? It's 30
60.
teams, right?
Yeah,
So
so
60.
60.
Well, he's not going to be picked now, duh, because of that. But if he remains 38, I mean that's just a lower draft pick.
That's a lower
But
second round draft pick, and that
yeah,
is
that's
not good. Most of those players don't make it to the NBA.
okay.
It's not like the NFL that, oh, you got drafted in the second or third round. That's great. That's because there's, well, I think, 702 rounds in the NFL.
Big Dog,
I know. It's sorry. It's 699. I know. I'm sorry.
please. All right, fair enough. Speedy, your comments on that for the Lakers and LeBron and Bronny, the young man's name. I'm not making fun of him. That's what they call him, Bronny.
Yeah, I'll be back, guys.
Okay.
I'm going to switch over. I'm home.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Big Dog.
Yeah, I don't have no comment other than, yeah, go fishing. I haven't been fishing in years. I used to do that as a kid with some of the guys at my church when we used to go to a different church when I was younger. And I thought, well, we just get to have fishing. And then when I became an adult scorekeeper, it was like, no, if you want to go fishing now, you have to have a fishing license.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know. I'm just out there fishing. Then I get told I have to have a fishing license.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm probably going to be doing some fishing in April in Alaska. Dude, I'm going. I don't care. I'm hoping my brother, if he's watching, dude, you need to get the Alaska Airlines frequent flyer mileage number. I need it so I can get him on. I mean, I may end up going alone to Alaska. Don't know, don't care. I'm going. I'm leaving on the 19th. Oh, no, sorry, on the 20th, and I'll be coming back sometime on the 27th or 28th. And that's it.
What are you going to be fishing for, salmon or trout?
Sure. I don't know. Wherever I end up going. I'm not sure if I mentioned it to people, but I saw this. I took in a video on YouTube of a father and son that travel all over the Southwest and to many parts of the United States. And they're the ones that did the video on the Super Bowl, which I shared with everyone. But they also did a 2-hour video on a 6 or 8 day trip to Alaska. And if, just for the sake of argument and clarity, of the 16 things they did, I had planned to do 12 of them. So I'm thinking I'm just going to duplicate their trip, where they landed in Anchorage, made the turn towards Denali, went up to Fairbanks, came across the Trans-Alaskan, and came back down to Anchorage. As a matter of fact, whereabout in Alaska will you be going? I just answered that, but you see the time delay. That's elegant. You know when you typed it, and you're going to see right now in the video. I'm going to be going to Anchorage, obviously to Fairbanks, and a few other cities. I don't know if I'm going to go further north because I am planning in 2026, I believe, once I've retired, I'm going to be driving from Vancouver, British Columbia, all the way up the Trans-Alaskan Highway, all the way up to Fairbanks. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm hoping to go to Prudhoe Bay, where the Alaskan pipeline starts up, and then they send all that gunk south. So I know it's gunk that I need for my car, but I'm going to do that. I also want to go to Barrow in 2026, but now it's been named the native, or its correct name, I guess. Sorry if I'm being insensitive. And I also want to go to Nome. which is on the western edge of Alaska. That's in 2026. But in this year, I'm jazzed. I'm really starting to get excited. And speaking of getting excited, there's the big dog again. And he's wearing his Superman t-shirt.
Surprised you didn't comment on my name when I was in the car.
Oh, the annoying one?
Uh-huh.
I saw it.
Yeah, we thought it.
We were having a conversation. Will you stop answering my questions before I finish typing them? It's really annoying.
That's
Okay.
great.
So now you know. As she was typing it, she was... I apologize. Yeah, that was good. All right, folks. It's 7:35 Pacific time in the morning. I think it's 4:35 over in the United Kingdom, or 5:35 already. We're having a wonderful morning. We've got Aisha, Gridiron Girls on his way in. We have Ian, and I believe we still have our young man from Philadelphia, Tony. I got a good morning from him about an hour and a half ago.
There it is.
Yeah. Well, that's the one from this morning.
All right, from this morning. Okay.
The comment the comment by Ian, was that for LeBron, or is that
Yes.
directed at James Harden, or who?
LeBron. I believe it was LeBron. And then the comment after. It's
Well,
when
that
we
part
were talking
I got that part.
Yeah.
I just didn't see the arrogant one. I guess, but I mean, he's been around long enough that he's gonna say where he wants to go. He's gonna sign. I mean, it's arrogant, I think, of James Harden to do that, and he's done it twice now while he's under contract. LeBron is at least waiting till he's a free agent. And I mean, once you're a free agent, you pretty much dictate wherever you want to go. I mean, I don't see how that's arrogant, but okay, I guess. I mean, I'd say it would be arrogant if he's not, if he's still under contract and say, I don't want to play here anymore. I want to play for Brooklyn, or I want to play for Cleveland, or something like that. And he's still under contract. But if he's a free agent, I don't see how that's arrogant. Oh, that's why. Never mind.
I eventually intend to go to Boston, but that's going to be, I think,
It's a beautiful city.
Yeah, you've been there, big dog. That's right.
I flew into and drove around real quick, and then had to go to Ware.
Where, Boston?
No, Ware, Massachusetts.
Oh, Ware, Massachusetts.
Yes,
Where, Boston.
That's where I was. I spent just short of 3 weeks there as the only Mexican in Ware, Massachusetts. Literally.
I believe it.
I was the only Mexican, and I only saw 2 black people, and that was about it.
Yeah, if and when I get to go to Boston, it'll be to visit Fenway Park, and I also will be visiting the old church
That
right
might
there
burn
in Boston.
visiting Fenway Park.
Oh, dude, it's 30 stadiums. I got to get them in. It's on my to-do list. I'm proud of the fact that I already have 5 of them in. I did 5 last year, and I'm going and blowing. I'm doing it. My daughter went with me, and we're doing it. This year, we're going to do 6, provided they play.
Aisha, I have a quick question for you. Do you have different time zones in Britain as we do in here in the U.S.?
Yeah,
there are 5 different time zones
in
correct?
the United States.
Yes.
Okay, there's more if you consider the island colonies and stuff like that, and Guam.
Well, no, I don't consider U.S. territories as part of the United States, even though they are. But actual states, there are 5 time zones in the states. Correct.
He is a state bigot, isn't he, Speedy? But
yeah,
I'm not sure. No, I said you are a state bigot because you only go for states. So you're actually, I should have said you're a territorial bigot. There it is. I should have said. He's a territorial bigot. But anyway,
he's just not as excited about March 13th as I am.
Okay.
What's March 13th?
Okay, hold on. Before you get to that, we have the 4 primary time zones, and then I believe we have Alaska and Hawaii, and I don't know if they're on the same time zone.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about Alaska.
I'll look it up as well.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
It's at least 5. Okay, whoa. Here we go. Don't upset the Smith Master. And ladies and gentlemen, you guys can talk about it real quick. Gridiron Girl just arrived. I'm gonna have to see if I can get her set up. I got the heater going, young lady. So here's Gridiron Girl.
So that means your pinky toe will be warm.
No, what I was talking about with Scorekeeper, and Aisha said at 15:38 in the old country.
Yeah.
He said can't help what time it is in the colony because she's not there. She only speak for her time. But I was talking about, are you excited for March 13th? Because that's daylight saving time for us.
Couldn't care less.
Oh, you're one of those people. Okay.
One of what people?
You're not excited for the sun to be out longer and not have a good dark so soon at 4:30, 5 o'clock?
Oh no, I hate when it's dark at 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
I absolutely abhor it. But I mean, I don't have that date written down. It happens when it happens, because you gain the hour. Let's see, we're springing forward. So yeah, so we're gaining an hour. It being lighter longer has already started happening, whether the time zone changes or not. It's just you just get the extra hour. So instead of it getting dark at 7 o'clock, it's getting dark at 8 o'clock, but it's still not getting dark at 5. So I mean, the Earth has already made its movements that it's already lighter out. So for me, it's inconsequential. I wish they would do away with it, and they voted to do away with it 4 years ago, I believe. Should ask Mr. Politician over there why the hell they haven't gotten rid of it.
Well, as Aisha's been saying in the chat room, and as you've heard me talk with Scorekeeper already when I first came on, that CBS has been blowing everything up on their website, and been getting on my phone all day yesterday, and that was one of the things they brought up again. I go, what's this? Oh, now they're talking about daylight saving time, and they said because it's up to the California legislatures and the leaders there to make the switch, whereas Arizona and Hawaii, they're the only two that don't follow daylight savings.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. In California, they voted to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Why haven't they done it? Why haven't they followed through with the vote? Legislators said vote for it. We voted for it. We voted to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And they still haven't gotten rid of it.
Because they haven't made up their minds, apparently. That's what CBS said. So, I don't know what they're doing.
About CBS Sports?
No, just CBS in general.
Oh, okay. I get you.
So I'm like, well, I got a lot of CBS on my phone yesterday. Most of it was sports, but that one was not sports related. They're like, get ready for March 13th when we spring forward. I was like, okay, well, that's not sports related, so go away.
So are you making a jaunt to Vegas in May by any chance?
Probably not. Probably not.
I don't know if you saw the announcement, but Dynamite on Wednesday, Rampage on Friday, and Double or Nothing on Sunday will all be taking place in Vegas.
Yes, I saw that. I watched Rampage last night. I'm gonna watch the Revolution pay-per-view. It's gonna be a good one because mainly I'm interested in it for Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. And I didn't get to mention it last week, but I'm sure you've been reading the same thing and even seen the video where Thunder Rosa didn't appreciate some fans making fun of the former Ember Moon, who's now going by a different name. And Thunder Rosa said, if you don't want to be here, don't be here. This is not the place for you. You can't be having racist comments. You gotta have respect for women. Which was what she said. So
I missed it. Have they been main on Rampage? Because Rampage I've been kind of off and on it. I have it on DVR, but I've been keeping up. I've had other things that I've had to take care of on Fridays, unfortunately, for the last few weeks. What do you think about the Cody Rhodes situation?
The Cody Rhodes situation here and there, so it's it's like, well, he's gonna appear, he's not gonna appear, and it's like, well, we'll wait and see what happens if he shows up.
I don't think he's going to show up till
WWE.
May. I mean, if he shows up at WWE, it's not going to be till Mania, so another month.
Right.
I don't know if you saw the rumor that he was supposed to show up on Raw this past Monday, but that creative wanted him to cover up his tattoo,
Yeah.
neck tattoo, and to me that didn't make any sense whatsoever, because they have tons of people there that are tatted up like crazy, and they don't have them cover up any of their tattoos anymore. So him wanting, if it's true, because of course, creatives or management already put out a statement saying no, he was never on the schedule, and we would never ask him to do that. So they're already backpedaling. But if it is true that they wanted him to cover that up, that's all Vince and ego. That he actually hates Dusty Rhodes that much and his legacy to make him cover that up.
Exactly. And not only that, Mike Chioda, the former WWE referee, this week was interviewed about the realities of what's going on with WWE and regarding the Royal Rumble. And he said, well, I still have my contacts there, even though a lot of us referees aren't there anymore. He said that from what he gathered, Mike Chioda said a source told him, and he won't name the source, but Mike Chioda said that the Royal Rumble backstage was a complete shit show because everything that they had lined up on television, Vince went back and went, no, we're changing it. You're not winning. They're winning, and they're winning. That's it. And it was like, well, then why did we just put all this money on television promos?
So in other words, business as usual.
Yeah.
That's every single SmackDown, Raw, and pay-per-view. Vince changes it 80%, 85% of the time. He changes all the results.
And then I'm sure he's probably gonna do the same thing again, because during SmackDown last night, Pat McAfee said, I don't know how this happened, but Vince McMahon will be on my show next Thursday, and we're going to talk about everything, and he might not like what I have to say, and I might not like what he's going to say, but if anything happens, I'm going to challenge him at WrestleMania, and I'm like, so now
McAfee's trying to drum up some ratings, and it's not working, because I don't know if you saw the snippet of him. I don't know who he was talking to, but it was on his podcast or his show that he does on YouTube or whatever it was. So he was talking, saying, "Oh yeah, Cody Rhodes, they say is coming to WWE." He's all, truthfully, he goes, I could give a shit. He goes, whether he comes, whether he doesn't come, whatever. He said him and a couple of his friends made this other place that not really working out, and we went up against them on NXT last year, and we beat them. We beat them a couple of times. I'm like, dude, you guys went up against them for 2 years, and I think 2 times the only time you won, ratings wise, against them. I mean, he's making it sound like AEW is just a toilet bowl,
right?
And didn't kick NXT's ass so much that they had to move their day, so they wouldn't be competing against him anymore. So McAfee, I mean, he is what he is. I think he's like the Joe Rogan of wrestling.
Basically,
he just says stuff to try and pump everybody up. So, hey, Scorekeeper. Hey, yo.
He's like, I hear them, but I'm ignoring them.
Put your hoodie on. The glare's blinding.
He's like, hold on, I'm doing it.
I don't care if you put the.
And what have you thought about the whole situation? I don't know if you've seen it on YouTube, but I certainly have been paying attention to that. Eddie Edwards was confronted by his wife on Impact for choosing ROH Invaders over Impact, and she's like, do you love them more than me? And I'm like, oh no.
I don't watch any of that bullshit. I mean, it's so obvious that it's a work.
Yeah.
I mean, it just, and it's done. No, I mean, I will watch TNA for maybe 5 to 10 minutes at a time, because that's all I can take. It's so badly done. The crowd is you could tell they were given the free tickets. They really don't want to be there, and The vignettes are horrible. They're horrible. PWG on their DVDs that do the backstage vignettes afterwards are 1,000 times better than what TNT puts on that they have weeks to think about, and they still can't get it right. I mean, I seriously do not know how they're hanging on and paying their wrestlers, because there's some good wrestlers on that roster, and I don't understand how they can afford to pay these guys unless these guys are taking like bargain basement salaries. Which, if they are, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
What's interesting though is I want to see where Cesaro goes, or Mr.
Yeah, that's another
or
big
Mr.
one.
Castiagi.
Yeah.
Because if he goes to AEW, that's the one I want to be released so he can go to AEW. I want it so badly, but it's not going to happen. I want Ricochet to be released. Ricochet is floundering in WWE. He's piling up losses after losses after losses, and that guy is so freaking talented. I used to see him at PWG all the time, and the moves that he put on there, oh my God, he would fit. I would want to see him in an instant feud with Sammy Guevara. Oh my God,
That would be awesome.
Yes,
I
that would be
great.
incredible. But Vince won't let him go. Vince knows what he's got. What's
Dude.
up, Sith Lord?
Sammy Guevara. Who's that again?
He's a wrestler.
No, hijos de tu mendiga. Look, mira.
He's a wrestler for AEW.
Okay.
He is the TNT TBS. I can't. They keep switching channels back and forth.
There's a
He
delay.
is their, in essence, Intercontinental Champion. Young kid. He's only about maybe 24, maybe 25. Ultra talented. They compare him to a young Eddie Guerrero. That's how talented this kid is. And that match that he had against Cody Rhodes on that ladder, that was... I had never seen anybody take a diamond cutter off the top of a 15-foot ladder.
Wait, what's the diamond cutter? I think I remember that.
It's a move where you kind of grab the guy's name. It's in essence, I don't know if you've ever seen Randy Orton and do his RKO.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
In essence, it's doing that, but you're jumping off the top of a 15-foot ladder doing it.
Yep.
Okay, I gotcha. I thank you for the clarity on that. I think I've seen that. I think I've seen it a few times.
Well, the
So
RKO, yes, but not off the top of the ladder.
Right.
I had never
Right,
seen that before.
Very quickly, Gridiron Girl is listening. She is here live. So we're gonna see if
Try to
you
get
can
on.
hear her. Oh, but she's got a 30-second delay. We gotta fix that.
Why does she have a 30-second delay?
We gotta send her the immediate link because you're 30 seconds behind. There. She just started nodding. Okay, I'm gonna send her the link so we can get
I
it.
got it.
You got it.
But you got it.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard that.
She says she's got it. She says she has a firm handhold on it.
Okay, she hasn't heard that yet because she's on the 30-second delay.
Oh, I heard it.
Oh, she heard it.
Oh, Dawg's in trouble.
No, I'm not. She loves it. We're on the same wavelength.
No, do you see the way I've got my hood? I'm trying to look back and forth. What a Sith Lord. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but Big Dog, I think that Impact needs to change all their storylines because you know who they have as their booker. They've got Scott D'Amore.
Who actually is an intelligent guy, and he's been around long enough that he should be able to put up some good matches and good storylines.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
But he's taking on the whole Vince McMahon, Eric Bischoff persona where he's like, no, you can do this. And then next week, and he makes these matches and it's like, you've been around here long enough to know what works and what doesn't work.
Exactly. And especially if you're rehashing old storylines from other federations that didn't work.
And then 3 weeks ago on Impact, he ran out there and stopped the fight. He's like, no, put that weapon down. Give me the weapon. I'm like, dude, are you a booker or are you a cop? Come on, Scott. But Scott D'Amore, I guess he feels he needs to be that next Eric Bischoff and McMahon role model to be an on-screen character for Impact.
He just wants his TV time. Because as you know, if you're on TV, you get paid more. So
Yeah, that's true.
you know.
But, it's also funny that there's a lot of Eddie coming up in wrestling. You got Eddie Kingston, you got Eddie Edwards, which is why you've been hearing a lot of Eddie chants in almost every promotion.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're not up and coming though. I mean, Eddie Edwards and Eddie Kingston, they're both 20-year vets. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they may be new to TV, and Eddie Edwards is not new to TV at all. He's been
No,
on TV
not
forever.
at all. Yeah.
Eddie Kingston, maybe he's more of an indie guy, but I'm glad for him because I don't know if you read his story in the Athletic that he posted about a month, maybe 2 months ago. Super long article, but he lays it out. I mean, he totally bears his soul, and it was a God, I can't even put it into words how emotional roller coaster that article was. And that was me just as a reader reading it. This guy has been through hell and back, literally. I mean, this guy has been through so much. And even though he's already in his mid-40s, the fact that, he's at least getting his chance for maybe the next year or two, maybe 3 at the most, to earn as much money as he can, because he's hurting and has been hurting. And his story is, I could actually see them making a movie out of his story. That's how poignant his story is. If you ever have a chance to read his story, you should. It's an incredible story.
Yeah, I'll have to definitely check that out. And, I wonder how this is all going to go again, because they've been switching it again, as we've been talking about, that they want WrestleMania to be one night. No, we want it to be 2 nights. No, we don't know.
We, the fans, want it one night. Vince wants it 2 nights because he wants double the money.
Yeah.
And I think he's spreading it out too thin. You have it. I don't know why he needs to go now that COVID is not over, but I mean, we're living with it and we're able to go to stadiums again. I don't see why he should keep it a 2-night event, because I don't think he's going to get he's thinking he's going to sell out Dallas Stadium both nights, the 100,000 plus. I don't see it happening. And the storylines, I think you're just watering down your wrestlers, the strength of all the wrestlers, by watering it down over 2 days, and each day he wants each day to be 3 hours each, plus 3+ hours each. That's a shitload of wrestling.
Yeah, it is. And then plus, all the extra time that they do when the TV cameras go off. So you might get a dark match in there. You might get some comedy.
Well, maybe some comedy. You won't get a dark match in WrestleMania. I mean, you'll have maybe a pre-show match, but you're not getting any dark matches in WrestleMania.
Last time I got in, it was
Taking Gridiron Girl so long.
We are having
Technical
technical difficulties. Aisha, you would like to know. Yep.
So you say.
Oh, okay. They can hear you. Are you able to hear her?
Of course,
Yeah.
you said it. That's what you're saying. That's what you say.
Yeah. They're hearing you perfectly. She's trying to log in right now. The phone's being a little...
Yes, Aisha. I've told Scorekeeper many times he does not have a poker face whatsoever. So much so that we can tell when he passes gas.
Seems like no comment.
So when did you get your haircut, Scorekeeper?
This week.
I understand it was this week because last week it wasn't cut. This week it is.
It was on Tuesday.
So I'm not an idiot, but I would like to know what
Oh
day.
wow! I sure.
So what day did you get it cut?
I just said Tuesday.
Going on a date this weekend?
No, I went on Tuesday.
Oh, how'd it go?
So anyway,
anyway.
Did
I mean,
you take any?
I don't mean
Did
to
you
be
take any of
rude,
the
but
advice
are you
that,
in
that
yet?
Did you take any of the advice that myself or Gridiron Girl gave you?
Look, first of all, we're not going to go down that road. I will end this shit right now if you're going to discuss that.
And that's fine since I'm one of the administrators. I'll start it right back up again.
Yeah. All right. I'm out if that's the case. I don't want to discuss that right now. He has a wandering face. It wanders all over the place. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh, look, my appointment reminder for your appointment just showed up. Did you get that?
Did she bring her taxes this time?
What the hell, Roger?
They heard that.
Yeah.
Scorekeeper.
Wow.
I heard everything. So while we're waiting for these technical difficulties, let's get back into this. Earlier, you guys were talking about the basketball contract, but what about the whole NFL contract where Troy Aikman could move to ESPN, Sean McVay could jump in there without Michael, Joe Buck could be leaving ESPN to go to, but then again, we've heard Sean McVay and other coaches try and be a co-analyst, but they've never had commentary experience.
Sean McVay yesterday in a news conference came out and said he has absolutely no interest in going to the booth. He says he wants to stay with the Rams and defend that title, and he wants to move forward with the Rams. So that one's gone. As far as the guys like Aikman and everyone else, they move where they want to move. I mean, if they want to move to ESPN or ESPN wants to move to NBC or CBS or Fox, don't really care. They're only there before and after the games, or if they're calling it, fine. There's only a few guys that are really good on the mic, to call the games. Aikman is one of them. Aikman is very, very good at calling the games. He knows his stuff. Scorekeeper, do you agree about Troy Aikman that he knows his stuff in the booth when he talks?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, he does. Aisha.
Bye, Aisha.
Bye, Aisha.
Thank
Take care.
You. Yeah. Oh, we just got another light.
Hope your mom's okay.
Roz.
Say hi to the queen.
Don't pick a fight. She's not well. The old bag. The queen.
Instead of giving her a high five, slap on the ass instead. So. Anyways, commentators, they jump around all the time. If they can get a better deal somewhere else, sure, I guess.
Yeah, because Amazon Prime, they've been close to a deal with Al Michaels, trying to make him lead commentator when it starts as exclusive broadcasting of Thursday Night Football in the fall, but they've been stuck at the 1 yard line because Michaels is waiting, just making them wait to see who they would bring in as his partner. Because after Chris Collinsworth already agreed to a $12.5 million deal to team with Mike Trino on NBC's next itinerary of Sunday Night Football, he was crossed off the list to team with Michael, so that's not going to happen. Amazon Prime also held talks with 49ers GM and ex-TV analyst John Lynch, but that has not been led to a deal, so...
I had seen now, unless it's an exclusive contract, I don't see why Chris Collinsworth couldn't do the Thursday game with Al Michaels. It's a Thursday game. They're exclusive to Thursday only. They're only going on Thursdays. So that's not going to interfere with the the Saturday, Sunday, or Monday games. So why would Chris Collinsworth be crossed off the list? Unless, of course, the contract, that $12.5 million contract he signed, specifically says you cannot work for anyone else.
Probably, which is probably why too, because remember, Amazon Prime is its own network now, like Netflix and everything else. So they want no affiliation with Fox or NBC or anybody else. Which it probably does say in Christian's contract, you cannot work for any other promotion or, stuff like that.
He signed with who? Who did he was it ESPN? Who was it with? His contract.
On NBC.
NBC?
So there's NBC, Fox, ESPN, and now Amazon.
And of course ESPN is ABC also. So.
Yeah.
Because I could see if it was ESPN, because I know they're exclusive. Whenever they sign their contracts, you can't go anywhere else. But I guess, like I said, Amazon paid enough money; they're going to get the right person in there. So, like you said, now has Al Michaels? He hasn't even confirmed that he's going to go with them, right? So as of right now, there are no commentators.
Yeah, there are no commentators. That's why everybody. It seems to me like everybody just only wants to work for Fox. Maybe there's something behind the scenes at Amazon. And then NBC.
What it is NBC, Fox, and ESPN/ABC are major networks, and they're seen everywhere. Everyone can get, Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 7, and 11, which is down here in SoCal, which is, CBS, NBC, ABC, and Fox. Everybody gets those channels. Not everybody has Amazon Prime. The number of people that have those regular TV channels that are accessible by the public, whether you have cable or an antenna still, you can access that. The number is up here for that. Amazon Prime is, even below that, way below that. Not everybody has Amazon Prime, so that could be why the hesitation is by some people to jump onto Amazon.
Yeah, that could be. And I mean, if Amazon were to get 49ers GM and former TV analyst John Lynch, what do you think that would have done for Amazon?
I don't think it moves the needle. I mean, he's not a known name. It's not like if you're getting a Howie Long or Terry Bradshaw or, something like that. If you're going to make a major signing, Al Michaels is a major signing. Chris Collinsworth is a major signing. Lynch, how many people know who Lynch is?
Probably not many.
Exactly. So signing him, okay, it's great if you sign him, but I mean, as far as it's not like saying, "Oh, I'm going to listen to the game because Lynch is calling the game." Oh my God, Lynch is calling the game. No, they're not going to be doing that.
Yeah, and as you mentioned earlier, McVay's not interested in it because McVay's like, I just made $8.5 million after winning the Super Bowl. So I'm not.
That was
I'm
scary. You can see all the hairs in his nose.
I know. I saw that. Can you read lips?
You're gonna pay, woman.
Yeah, I can read lips. Yeah.
You're gonna pay. You have a question for Gridiron Girl?
Gridiron Girl, you better be careful. He hasn't done your taxes yet.
I know.
A zero could mysteriously drop off. Those zeros and ones.
Still waiting for my stimulus.
Your stimulus check.
Check.
You need to clarify that, woman.
Sorry.
I was about to say something, but
yeah,
I
shut up. Shut up. Oh, my goodness. That was funny. Ladies and gentlemen, Gridiron Girl is joining us right now, which is really absolutely awesome. This is now 3 consecutive weeks in a row. It's absolutely awesome. I want to credit to her. I'm sorry, Big Dog.
No, I was about to say when she said she's waiting for a stimulus, I was going to say get better batteries, but never mind.
Got it.
Got it. You heard it. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm very proud of Gridiron Girl because she's incredibly shy and it's crippling shyness that she has on doing these videos. And she's now done it for 3 consecutive weeks. I'm so damn proud of her that she is making the jump to video. and she's now been here for 3 consecutive weeks. Good job. I'm not being condescending when I say I'm proud of you. I understand the fear of doing this, and I've begged you for 13 years, and now you finally said yes.
And we know Scorekeeper's good at begging.
No comment.
You didn't have to say anything. Good God,
Well,
woman.
she didn't. She said no comment, so she's not saying anything.
That meant no comment. Oh, even Tony got in on it. Is better. Get better batteries. Way to go, Tony. All right, Roz, how you doing, young lady? Everything good?
Generator.
I'm sorry.
I heard her.
Okay.
This picks up everything, woman. I told you this. So, all right, that's funny. I apologize that we distracted. We did have difficulty right here, but we're actually making it work. What is really cool, if I were to show you the image, Gridiron Grew is using my iPad, which is no video and no mic, and she's listening to it, but she also has her phone. So when she comments in the chat room, she's using her phone. So we are sucking up a lot of energy over here right now. Up there she goes. She's scanning the phone for comments. So I think she's going to comment shortly. But anyway, want to welcome everyone who's joining us, spending time with us. It is Saturday morning. It's 8:11 Pacific time here on Sports Talk with the Guys. I was going to comment about the Sean McVay thing, but as Big Dog so eloquent and Speedy, it's a done deal. He's staying. He is, folks, is he even 40 yet? No.
No, I believe he's 35,
38.
36.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, yes. And then and then what is cool is when he started with the Rams so many years ago, I don't know what the number is. I think it's 5 now, guys, that have come out of the McVay University, become coaches or either the head coach or another coach on other teams. So the young man from Boston it's got to run for his money. Oh, we lost the image. Oh, we lost the image from Gridiron Girl. I do apologize. So we'll see if we can get it back right now. Okay, here we
She should
go.
just sit right by you then.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Maybe sit in your lap. Look at the shock on his face.
Okay, they're going to tell you, Gridiron Girl, what they just said. So he said, you should come over here and sit by me. And I was like, no. And then he said, anyway, they'll tell you.
Then I said, sit on her lap, sit on his lap. And the shock of fear on his face.
Whatever.
Oh, even Roz was saying you can let Jedi Tax New York City do your taxes. Oh, wow.
Damn.
Competition. Yeah. Oh. All right. Roz is in the house. Good morning, young lady. So it's all good in the hood. So McVay is going to be a Ram, and he's going to be around for a long time. But he's going to be commanding a lot of money early on. See, the thing about McVay is he is well-spoken, and he knows what's going on. And look, he won. You're looking at the Super Bowl that we just saw. These were average to good teams that made it. If you want an argument in the NFL that we have hit parity, you have the Rams-Bengals Super Bowl.
Yeah, because weren't they both fourth? I think they were both the number 4 teams, weren't they?
Say that again.
I'm sorry?
What was Big Dog saying?
Big Dog.
No,
yes.
that they were both the number 4 teams in the playoffs. 4th best team record wise, I think, on both sides, AFC and NFC.
Remember? They weren't first, they weren't
so.
second, and they most certainly weren't third. Right. So I know we can look it up, but yes. Look, things are going right for the NFL there. And if they can stay out of stupidities, and things will be okay for the NFL for a little while. They're controlling the market. Basketball is second. Baseball doesn't even exist in the minds of people right now. And baseball has to get its act together fast. Otherwise, they're going to start moving not from second, but maybe into third. What's up, big dog? You're shaking your head right there.
Oh, when you said they need to get their act together, I'm so like, I was just thinking about the strike. It, like I said, I think that mid-June to July 1st, first game of the year is coming to fruition. If it hasn't already.
Well, Ian did comment about it earlier. They already played a 60-game season, so go figure. I just got muted by my computer. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I noticed it.
So how many games are we talking about, Scorekeeper? When was the season supposed to start?
None has lost yet.
Okay,
But
just play along with me, please.
The
Play along
commissioner
with me.
did say that they
Okay.
need 30 days of spring training. So it's not lost yet. This week
Okay.
coming up, they will be.
Now let me finish my statement. When was the season supposed to start?
March 31st.
And if it starts July 1st, how many games are we talking lost from March 31st to July 1st, approximately?
Well, it's going to be more than half because when we get to the playoff, to the All-Star game, people say that's the halfway mark. No, it's not. They're already a little bit further along. You could say divide 162 by 6 months to get to that figure. So on July 1st, 162 divided by 6, 27 times 3, 81 games. So, but remember, they started.
Okay, you got muted again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Where's your router?
Back there.
So it says move closer to your router.
I'm back. Sorry. Oh, you heard that.
Yep, you got muted again. There you go.
I don't know what's going on. Okay, it looks like I'm having internet difficulties now. So.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, folks. We are having some difficulties here. So I do apologize. We're back. She's good.
So Gridiron Girl is on your feed, Scorekeeper?
She's using that, but this mic is so sensitive that when she speaks.
No, because right now she turned on the camera, but it was your video.
Correct.
So
yes,
she's
because I
sharing
had
your
it,
video.
No, she's using my iPad.
Okay. So when she turns the camera on the iPad, why did it show you exactly where you're sitting?
Because I had the iPad on right now. I had it on right
okay.
here in front of me. So sorry, didn't mean to confuse everyone. But it is good to know. So Gridiron Girl, what do you want to share with us today on what's been happening this week?
New car owner, Gridiron Girl.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Are you happy?
Yes.
Poor Gridiron Girl was up all night after she brought the car home. She was so worried. You're not as worried anymore,
about?
Right?
What was she worried about?
Buyer's remorse.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm over it.
Yeah, she's over it. That's a beautiful car. Huh. All right.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Okay, great. Awesome.
See, the buyer's remorse that she has is because she has the road to drive around regularly, and then her going out weekend, Friday and Saturday nights, that's the Lambo that she's got in the garage. She just didn't want to tell anybody.
She actually has the BMW M3 now.
Actually, I don't have that no more.
But you had it. You were supposed to stay quiet.
Oh.
She used to drive a BMW M3, folks. I mean, talk about baller.
Nice. Scorekeeper.
Now she's a bit more experienced, so now she simply just wanted a road.
So you say.
Okay, I'm going to be an asshole right now. Okay, the mic's over here.
Okay.
You're talking to the iPad. Oh, my God. So when she talks, she's talking to the iPad. Oh, my God, I wish I had a camera for that.
Leave her alone. Well, you do have a camera for her. You just don't put it on.
Right.
She's having a blonde moment. Leave her alone.
Literally.
See?
All right, fair enough.
Scorekeeper, when the show started earlier this morning, we were talking about the whole car thing, remember?
The who? What? The what?
The car. You were talking about cars and how she got a new car.
She got a Nissan Rogue, yes.
I've driven every car, but last night, me and my neighbors and some friends, we went out to Target just because, and I happened to come up right next to a Jaguar. Have you or Big Dog or Great Uncle ever driven a Jaguar?
Oh, good God, yes. That's the car I want to get.
No.
That's the...
I've heard they're nice. I didn't get to see the interior because the light had turned green. So,
What's wrong? What's wrong, Scorekeeper?
It's early in the morning. I'm starting to get text messages already. So it's like, I actually changed my setup right here. So I have an iPad right here in front of me. And it's like, oh, my God. It's like, whatever.
Who's Maggie?
Oh, you can read my text
Yes.
messages.
Maggie.
Shit.
That's not a name he likes to repeat.
That's a client. Let it go.
Speaking of let it go, did you guys hear about Van Jefferson? He had to go to the hospital right away, not for himself, but because his wife was having their baby. And it wasn't planned, but they named their son Champ. So,
Oh, that was cute.
They named her some champ.
yeah.
He
Okay.
was born on the Super Bowl. I'm still
I
doing
mean, they did win the Super Bowl, so I guess, but again, his wife was like, really? That's what we're going to call him? That's like my friend Peter. My friend Peter, in 2004, when his daughter was born, his first daughter, they named her Pepper. I was like, why are you going to do that? When she gets older, kids are going to make fun of her and be like, hey, Pepper, where's the salt? He was like,
Well, that's probably with the next kid.
no, because he ended up having another daughter, so he got two daughters, but
And what was the daughter's name? Spice?
no, she has a normal name, but his first daughter.
Oh, so Pepper is not normal?
Wait a minute. You guys have never heard of the group Salt and Pepper? Come on.
Yeah.
Well, it's salt and pepper.
What?
Yeah.
PEPA. And plus,
I did.
who is Tony Stark's wife? Pepper Potts. So
Oh,
it's
right.
not like it's a not no name.
That's true, but my friend Peter was like, if anybody makes fun of my daughter, I'll take care of them. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
So what was the reasoning for Pepper? I mean, usually everybody has a reasoning for naming their children. What was the odd when it's not a normal name? Usually there's a reason behind it. What was the reason for Pepper?
I don't know the reason. I don't know the story about that.
Oh, okay.
You need to ask him.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
That's like that joke where the little girl walks up to her mom and says, "Mom, can I ask you a question?" Sure. Why did you name me Candy? Well, honey, it's because I love candy so much I named you after that. So, okay. And then the mom goes, okay. She says, go ahead and play. She says, now, call your brother Richard over.
Well, speaking of jokes, I put together a couple of jokes for this week. One is in audio format, but I'll do the regular one first. So, who are the happiest people at a football game?
I don't know. What?
I don't know who.
Scorekeeper?
Oh, the ball boy or ball girl, the ones that catch the football after.
Oh, you were this close, Scorekeeper. You were this close. I'm going to give you major points. No, you're all wrong. It's the cheerleaders. They're the only ones that have everything to smile about because they're cheerleaders and they get to dance around, and that's why they're the happiest people at football games.
That's a joke?
I got it from some website. But there's this one.
Delete that website, man.
Yeah. They're so lame websites nowadays. They're not actually funny. But this might actually be funny.
I watch a lot of sports. My wife can't handle it. She's like, I don't get you. You go to the game, then you come home, you watch the highlights on SportsCenter of the game you just went to, and the next day you read about it in 3 different papers on the internet. What are you, slow? Are you a simpleton? Is there a test on this shit? They lost 14-7, not coming back. Because you don't know what it's like to cheer for a team since you've been 7. You've never been affiliated with a team. You grew up in Iowa. What, you cheer for corn? Come on, corn, grow. Hope we have a good harvest this year. She's like, what's the best that could happen, John, if they win it all? You get to say my team's better than your team. My city's better than your city. I'm associated with a winner and you're not. Yes! You call me slow. It took you 15 years to figure it out.
So true.
Yeah, that one was kind of lame too.
Why?
No, he spoke the truth though. That's why you cheer for your team. Since you've been following this since you were 7 or 10 or 12 or however it is.
Yeah.
You cheer because you're the better team and you want to hold it over, the other team. That's why Scorekeeper loves when the Yankees beat Boston. That's why I love when the Yankees win the World Series. That's why I love it when the Lakers beat Boston. It's just to hold it over them.
Yeah. That's really all it.
That's why I'm hoping whoever I end up with, that they're either a Raider fan or a Giant fan. But if they're not, we'll probably have that same discussion.
No, your significant other is going to be a Dallas Cowboy fan and a Dodger fan.
God.
Hey, I'm a Dodger fan.
But you're not Speedy's significant other though. That's just like General America. His now very beautiful wife is a Dodger fan. And
that's
I
right.
believe,
Yeah.
and I believe a Raiders fan. To his, of course, Chicago Bears.
Yeah, that's a bummer. But
I can see Bears and the Raiders because they're not like real rivals. But if it was like say Bears and his wife was a Packers fan, that would be something.
Yeah, that would be something to fight about.
We're talking about a host that we have that joins us from time to time, Cuervo.
Oh, yes.
General America.
God bless America.
Retired General America.
Yeah, so now I can call him the Commentators.
Oh, he probably still come after you.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't like that one when I called him the Commandant to the Marine Corps.
He immediately put you. Was like, nope, that's not going to happen.
The fear in my eyes was evident. As I've told him, he's trained to kill. So, I'm afraid of Cuervo.
Now, if my future significant other is a Packers fan, I'll be like, well, I do like cheese, but I don't know about the team, though. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Well, did you guys?
What do you do? Oh, go ahead.
Did you guys hear about the open letter to Bengals fans from a Rams fan?
Yeah, they lost. But go ahead, tell us.
Oh, really? By 48 seconds.
This guy said.
Whatever.
This guy said to the Cincinnati Bengals, he said, first off, let me tell you, whoever may be reading this, I'm a Rams season ticket holder. Now we can begin. He said, congratulations on an amazing season your team had, winning the AFC and a trip to the Super Bowl. Well done. Great game. He said, the reason I'm writing this letter is to say how impressed I was of how fans of the Bengals not only represented their team, but their city. I've had the fortunate experience of seeing many NFL games at SoFi Stadium cheering for my Rams, but also seen on full display how fans of other teams behave in an opponent's stadium. Sadly, I more often than not see how pretty disturbing behavior of antics not worthy of proper human etiquette outside of a stadium, and certainly not inside one. Not Bengals fans. The fans that traveled from Cincy were amazing. I engaged with many of them, starting in the parking lot to the pregame activities outside, pregame waiting for the game to start, to finally watching the game. He said, I've never experienced such nice, kind, gentle, polite fans of the opposing team at a Rams game. I saw teams and Bengals fans hide and facial expressions that they couldn't believe that they were at the game and inside SoFi Stadium, which is a wonder of architecture that, as residents of LA, we here take for granted. I saw, listened, and became friendly with so many Bengals fans who are always open to conversation about football, the season, how they got their tickets here, how long they are staying in LA, and of course, our famous traffic. I was then showing pictures and videos of their kids on cell phones screaming, who are they? And even pictures of the views of their seats from Paul Brown Stadium. And it was every fan of the Bengals I couldn't believe that were just so nice. Hey, even after the game, Bengals fans shook my hand and offered congratulations when the game ended. I was like, what? You want to shake my hand even though you lost the game? I was a bit surprised, taken back, but it didn't matter to Bengals fans. They showed absolute sportsmanship and displayed courteous behavior that I will never forget. My Super Bowl experience was fantastic, not only because my team won the game, but he said watching the game with Bengals fans made it all the more special, and I appreciate that. He said hats off and respect for all you fans in your city. I can only wish that more opposing fans that come to LA are as great as yours. My second favorite team in the NFL is now the Bengals. From Elliot Kopchik. So,
Bless you.
That was good.
why are you saying bless me? That's his last name.
I know it's a joke.
Okay.
Well, that's cool. They've had a wonderful experience. And, yeah, I'm still not a Bengals fan.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. If it was the Raiders and this person had this letter to write, he wouldn't be saying all these great things. Because they'll be fighting. And
That is true. That is absolutely
just
true.
saying.
You're generalizing and true. I love the word of you. That is true. I love the use. Raider fans, and I'm generalizing, are rather stupid.
And I have
because they're the ones that are caught doing, getting in fights and stuff. But not all of them are.
Well,
Like this Rams fan.
Son.
I'm sorry.
I have one son who's a Raider fan.
And are you saying that what?
He's
a fighter? He's a rebel, bro.
He's a general
rebel
Raider fan.
Yeah, but does he do that stuff? He does? Oh, wow.
No.
Yeah.
Don't admit anything on air.
Too late.
Shit.
So I'm not understanding. Are you saying that your son is a rabble rouser since he's a Raider fan?
My son has been a Raider fan since he was 3.
Okay.
He's 30 now.
Yes. And what? Is he a good fan or a rebel rouser?
I understand. You Raider fans love your team and nobody else on the NFL stage.
Yeah, that's the way.
That's why you don't. That's why you don't watch all football. You just watch the Raider games. That's not right.
Is that directed at me?
Well, you and
I watch all football.
No, you do not.
You're generalizing.
Whatever.
God, I feel like Claudia's here. Just wants to fight about everything.
So does that mean you'll be watching the UFL in 3 weeks?
You bring the anger out in all women.
I'm not saying what. You told me to talk.
No, I'm not going to watch the USFL.
I am.
I may glance at it.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
maybe if there's absolutely nothing else on, other
Which
than
is
like
nothing
Joel
else on.
Osteen or something like that. That's the only thing on. Then yeah, I'll watch the USFL. But just like all the previous tries by other companies that are trying to do something like this, I don't think it's going to work. I think they'll be around for 2 years, maybe 3 max, and that's it. What's that? It's a Lakers pen. Looks like.
That's for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Oh, that's for you. That's for
you.
him.
Yes.
So Big Dog has to come over and get it.
Yep.
Woohoo! Oh, you're talking about the pen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, woohoo! Oh, wait, that's for me? Good grief.
Thank you, Gridiron Girl. I appreciate that.
Thank you. You're welcome. Anyways.
Yeah, that Cincinnati, well, I mean, that Rams fan, he's not wrong. LA traffic is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I'll have to endure that either this summer or next summer when I go down there.
Gonna go to Disneyland?
Yeah, I actually screwed that up.
The trip. Yeah, I mean, you're coming down for a trip. I'm assuming you'll be doing some of the amusement parks. Just assuming.
Yeah. Because I screwed that up the first time I went. I told everybody I'm going to stay for the nighttime stuff, and I only went there for a few hours. I'm like, oh, okay, I got to go back to the hotel. And I missed the whole fireworks show. I didn't stay till late past my bedtime or anything. I ruined that for myself.
You have a bedtime when you went to Disneyland. What is your bedtime, Matthew?
What?
I don't know what I was thinking when I went down there. I had all the time in the world, and yet here I go going, okay, back to the hotel, go to sleep.
You're on vacation and you had a bedtime.
Wait,
His bedtime was as long as Toontown was open.
Wait a minute. How long ago was this?
How long ago was this, Matthew?
Speedy?
2016.
Which how
So
old?
5.5 years ago.
Yep.
Okay.
She's asking how old are you? And you can generalize. You have to give up your age right now. But let's just
I'm
say
30. I'm 38.
he's closer to my age than he is to a kindergartner.
Well, he just said he's 38. He just said
Yeah,
he's
he did.
38.
Okay. That's cool.
Hey, that's how old Claudia is.
Oh, you should set them up.
Why not? Come on down, Matt.
She's a diehard Dodger fan, though, I believe.
Oh, yeah. And she's also for Tricolor. That's the Mexican national team for soccer. So
The who? No, I didn't hear. Seriously, what was the name again? I didn't hear.
I told you, the Mexican national soccer team.
I know. I did not hear the name of the team.
I just told you the Mexican national soccer team.
I don't ask.
And the
you-
name is what?
The Mexican national soccer team. It's like
That's
the U.S.
that's the name of the
soccer
team?
Dude,
That's a stupid name.
what is the name of the American soccer team? The
Yeah.
U.S.
I don't follow soccer, so I don't give a shit.
Oh, I have no clue.
Keep talking to the iPad woman.
I am. I can't see, and there's 10%.
2%.
10.
Oh, the
10%.
battery?
Holy crap!
Yeah, it's okay. It'll be okay.
Boy,
I
she
will
uses
be.
she uses a battery power a lot. Wow.
Yes, I do.
No beat on that. Oh, sorry. Oh,
But I'm done.
Yep.
I meant no pause, no nothing. in
She wouldn't
between,
be
just
beating.
right there.
That's a male thing, sir.
What?
Ignore him. Just ignore him. That's the better part of valor.
Oh, yes. Okay, I understand.
See, she got it now.
Speedy bedtime. Who's on first? Yep, that's exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Tony. Yeah.
We're gonna be. I'm gonna be ending it at 9:00 on my time because I have to get to my day going. But if you gentlemen wanted to continue, you're more than welcome. I'm already booked for the morning. I actually have the afternoon off, I think, surprisingly. And then I have an appointment at 10:30 at night.
Wow.
Yeah, I have
Scorekeeper,
Gridiron Girl here to do her taxes, so we're gonna do that. And then I'm booked all the way through to about 5:00, and then after that, I'm wide open until 10:30.
Okay, so the 10:30, is it a female or a male?
If I were lucky, it'd be female, but not tonight.
Scorekeeper, before we get off at 9:00.
Before we get off at 9:00, sure, why not?
Uh-huh. What exactly is happening in baseball? What is the most up to date that you know of as far as negotiations? The only thing I've seen during the week is that they've been meeting almost on a daily basis, but only for an hour or two. And I mean, where has the needle moved at all? I heard owners up their ante to like $25 million, but the Players Association still want that $100 million. Or I mean, what's going on?
The deal is the minor league salary is the offers up. And when you look at the percentage that it will be up, it's higher than it was over the last 4 to 5 years. So the minimum salary is not a big deal. Major League Baseball doesn't want to move on the Super Twos. I've gone on to explain that ad infinitum, ad absurdum. Yeah. These are the guys that generally have about 17% in their second year. What does that mean? Remember, baseball players don't get to go to arbitration until their third year. But you have September call-ups, and then you have the other ones that are called up. And generally, they get about 17% of these players have more than 2 years, but less than 3. These are called the Super Twos. They want to enlarge the Super Two group, and Major League Baseball will not move on that, as if we believe what we've been told. Baseball does not want to move on the luxury tax or the salary cap as well. And they have moved on the free agent compensation. So there's still going to be rated, the players, A, B, C, tier 1, tier 2, whatever. But if a team signs a player and they were offered a qualifying offer, they will not be losing draft picks anymore. Meaning, Minnesota Twins, they say, I want Gridiron Girl to play for my team. She's a $500 million a year player, but I'm going to offer her a qualifying offer for 1 year at about $18 million. If I do that and she rejects it, I'm going to get a draft pick from whoever she signs with. And they've gotten away from the qualifying offer. They've realized that it is something that has stymied salaries, the whole draft choice stuff. So Major League Baseball has given that up. There was another thing that the players want language on the manipulation of players. Do you remember the second baseman for the Chicago Cubs? Is it Rizzo? Rizzo.
Yeah.
This was, in the eyes of many, a sure thing. The Cubs kept him in the minor leagues through May on the condition that, well, we want him to get a little bit more seasoning. If you looked at what he had done the prior year, what he had done in spring training, the kid was ready. There was really no reason for him to have been sent down. Well, the Cubs called him up almost to the day, March 1st, or May 1st. And everyone knew, well, they're manipulating the deal. How are they manipulating it? They're not giving him a full service year. So
didn't they do that with Chris Bryant years before also? Remember that he had X amount of at-bats or something or other? This was maybe about, well, Chris Bryant went before he came up full-time. Wasn't that about maybe 4 or 5 years ago they did the same thing with him? Well, so is it maybe the Cubs that are doing that?
If I remember, the thing about the at-bats, that had something to do with whether he was a rookie or not.
Yeah, that. Yes.
It's baseball has unique rules, and they're clear. They're very clear. After about 140 at-bats, right, you're no longer a rookie. Remember that. So if you get called up numerous times and you get over 140 at bats, you're no longer a rookie in baseball terms. And basically, it translates to the same thing for pitchers. Once you have about 140 innings, you're no longer a rookie. It might be less for pitchers because to qualify for the ERA title, you have to have 1 innings pitched for every game the team has played. So that's 162. That's not for rookies. It's less. It's probably between 100 and 140 for pitchers. But anyway, the players want language, so there's no manipulation. How can you write language back? It's always been the team determining whether the player is ready or not. And now they want, like, well, if the guy hits 300 in the minor leagues and he does this and does this, he should be called up. You can't be sent down. Well, it's stupid because if a team has the spots taken by veterans, you can't force a team to make a move. It's the way it is, and they've been doing it forever. It's part of the rules. Now, I heard an idiot say, well, you have to get rid of that loophole. Where's the loophole? The whole thing is a loophole is you jump through it allegedly to get around the rules. Folks, that's what a loophole is. You have to jump through it to get around the rules. So when the idiot said, well, you got to get rid of that loophole, the player doesn't benefit. So I don't get it. Why is it a loophole? So, but anyway. You guys know how I feel about loopholes. Yes, you made a face. It was like disgust right now. And Major League Baseball is talking every day, as Big Dog said, but they're starting to slow down on the agreements. The players did, and this I've been negotiating, and I am negotiating. There's this rule called, oh my goodness, it's not acceleration, but when you say I want 10% and you're making your way down, and then you say, well, you know what, I want to go back to 10%. That's illegal in bargaining. And I heard that the players did that. They went back to their original offer. I said, whoa, you can't do that if you're in negotiation. I forget what it's called. It's not acceleration, but it's like, oh, I can't think of the word right now. I'll have to come up with it. But
well, it kind of sounds like what we were talking about earlier when Big Dog left us for a little while there to go get in the car and all that. But I was going to bring that up earlier that me and some friends were talking earlier this week, and one of them said, well, some baseball players are now talking about like what you guys are doing at your job and what some other companies are doing, where because of COVID, like next week, my job is giving us all a bonus because of COVID. What if baseball players, can they negotiate that way? And I said, I don't think Major League Baseball will go, okay, well, even though he's in the minor leagues, we're going to bring him up right now and we'll give him a sign-on bonus on the spot. But would baseball actually do that? I don't think they would.
Sure.
So would that be illegal?
Wait a minute. I missed that, King. The signing a player on the spot, an undrafted free agent?
The rookie comes up.
Yeah.
The rookie comes up and he does a signing bonus. I think that's what Speedy is saying.
Okay, could you run by it again? I'm sorry, Speedy.
Well, my friend said that because, like, some jobs are giving people bonuses because of COVID. Would baseball make that illegal to do that? That's
well, I don't know if anything's related to COVID or just using that term. I don't know if baseball is ever going to get rid of bonuses. They want to attract the talent.
No, what Speedy is saying, in other words, let's say you're in the Dodger organization right now. You're in the minor leagues. You're a AAA guy. They bring you up to the main roster, and by bringing you up to the main roster, we're going to sign you to a signing bonus just for making the roster on September 1st. We're going to give you extra money because we called you up. That's what he's saying. not because you're a free agent or anything like that. You're in the system, and we're bringing you up. But by bringing you up, we're saying, we're gonna give you some extra money on top of your regular salary.
Okay, thinking from a legal perspective, that's bad because okay, I don't see them doing that because number one, the moment you come up from the minor leagues to the majors, your salary it doesn't triple quadruple. I mean, it goes from $110. Sorry, it goes from $1,100 a month to approximately $3,703 a game. So that's your bonus making the major league roster. I don't think they'll do that because if you say that you have a bonus for every level you move up, that could become litigious. And players could start suing, well, you didn't promote me up here, so you deliberately kept me from earning money. I don't know if that would work. And maybe I'm overthinking it.
Yeah, that's what I told my friend who brought that up when we were talking this week. And I said, well, I don't think they can do that. And my friend said, well, it would be the same thing as no different than what's his face did. And, that's why he's not in the Hall of Fame. And I went, oh, you want to go there? So that's why my friends think that would be illegal. And I said, well, it's not like they're going to hand money under the table to you and be like, here, don't tell anybody, but here's this extra money for playing the game today or tomorrow, whatever.
Yeah, I don't see that happening, just to make it simple.
Yeah,
the word I was looking for was escalation.
Yeah.
The word is once you have moved off a negotiating point and then you go back to it, the side can say, well, that's escalation. You're violating the rules. We've already moved past that. In other words, what do I mean by that? Yeah, we lost your signal. We'll see if we can get
Is that a unwritten rule or is that an actual rule in negotiations?
It's part of negotiations.
Okay.
It's an action that happens.
No, I understand. I was
if
just
you're
wondering.
negotiating in good faith, I mean, they can charge you with escalation. That's not an unwritten rule. They can charge you with escalation. Are you back?
No, she's not. Now she is.
Nope. Not for me.
Well, I mean, she's in the queue. I can put her in.
No, it's on our end. She should be in now. You can try putting her in. No, I can't. There's a disconnection issue. Are you into the program? No.
Yeah, no, it's not in.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that, Big Dog.
What did he say?
No, I'm not going to say. He said it's not in.
No.
Oh, okay, now she did.
Okay, there she is.
Oh, and you're on video.
Yeah.
What?
There you go.
Look at that
Sorry.
sexy roof.
She was on video.
Sexy ceiling up there.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, folks. All right. I'm nearing the end of the program. Are you guys going to continue? I'm going to have to sign off in a little bit.
No,
I'm
just
not.
wanted to show one thing. Hashtag not sponsored, but I got these are only $2. I put some of them in already. They got, all the stickers here. Got to fill in this book today.
You have a sticker book?
What did he get? I'm sorry to see.
A sticker book. Gridiron Girl wants to see what you have.
A little higher.
A sticker
A little more to the right.
Sticker and card collection 2021.
Other way.
Did you get that at your work?
Other way.
Did you get that at your work?
No, they're selling them at GameStop and other retailers right now.
Okay, good to know. I have a grandson. I would like to get that one.
How's your grandson?
5.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
And he's a Bengal fan.
Why?
Wait.
Colors?
No, my son. I have a.
Well,
another
see,
son
he's
that
5,
is
so
a
he likes
Bengal.
tigers.
Your older son likes the Bengals, right?
That's his father.
Oh,
My
his
son.
father. I'm sorry.
So I have a Bengal son and a Raider son. Go figure.
And you're a Denver.
Wow. You don't know the story. Maybe next time. I'll tell
Yes,
you.
I know your story. She was an Indianapolis Colts for the
No.
longest time.
Prior to that,
What were you prior to that? Dallas Cowboys?
out of marriage, yes.
I was right. I'm sorry. You were a Dallas Cowboy, huh?
Then prior to that,
Oh, you have history? What was it?
the Rams.
You were a Rams?
I was born a Ram. Now I'm a Denver.
You were born a Ram.
Go. Oh wait, wait. No, I wasn't. Okay, I'll shut up. Goodbye.
tell the iPad. She was a Ram, then she was a Cowboy, then she was a Colt, and she's now a Denver Bronco. Just come on over to the dark side. Just be a Raider.
Yeah, but some of these stickers are really cool. This one here is a rookie card, and then
Sorry, Speedy.
this one's just regular. But I gotta peel these off and then put them in the book. I missed that because all the trading card stores here in the area closed over the last few years, even before the pandemic. So I couldn't go out to stores and buy football cards and baseball cards anymore. But now I think I can now.
Hey, Big Dog, when was the last sticker book that you had?
Big dog.
My memory doesn't go back that far.
I think I was 6 or 7. And your grandson, you said, was 3 or 5?
He's 5.
He's 5. 5, 7. Big Dog doesn't remember. 38. Matt, you're a beautiful person.
Thank you.
And the thing
Still
is,
have a sticker book.
those baseball and basketball cards, well, not much. Basketball, I guess, also, and football cards, they're so damn expensive now. It's incredible.
Yeah.
You know, single packs are going for $30 and $40 a pack, and there's only 4 cards in there.
Really?
You know,
Oh,
and you're
never
hoping
mind.
for that one of one, or you know, there's still the usual tops cards where you can buy the box for under $100. I mean, you're never going to find it.
The other reason I bought this book is because one of the pages that you have to carefully tear out, you tear it out, but you turn it into a box. And then all the cards that are here that I just showed you, you can put these in that box once you get the whole complete set. I think it's like a pack of 50 cards. But I only bought 5 of them. As you saw a minute ago, some of them are not open, so.
What company is that? Is that Panami?
Yeah. Panama. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, they're known for that. They're known for their sticker books. Yeah.
Yeah. So GameStop and other places are selling them. You might be able to find them online too. But that's why I say I don't know. I'm not sure because hashtag again not sponsored. Just wanted to show that to everybody.
That was cool.
Okay. Well, since we're doing that, this is the advanced version of the USS Enterprise from Star Trek Enterprise, and it would have been the 5th season ship. So I just want to share that with everyone. Do you have your sticker book or anything you want to share? Do you want to share your earbuds?
Why?
It's showtime. It's share time. Whatever it is.
It's show and tell.
Show and tell. Look at that. That's her earbud case. That is really cool, Gridiron Girl. So what do you have, Big Dog? What's up behind you
What
over
do you
to
have
your
to
left?
show, Big Dog?
Too much crap.
You talk too much crap.
One of these days. Oh, that's right. We need a. Are you going to be available on what is it, the 9th or the 10th, Scorekeeper? What's the second Wednesday and Thursday of
The 9th and the 10th.
Are you available either of those days? Because we haven't decided on the exact day. I would rather have it on Thursday. Thursday? Yeah, Thursday.
What time?
10th,
I can
if
book it
possible.
right now. What time are we going to do this?
What are you doing?
What time are you available?
They're doing it. So anyway, they want to do a comics 101 program. You know, the things that your kids played with 30 years ago.
That are worth thousands and millions of dollars now?
I wish I kept them all.
Yes. Actually, yes.
So what time on Thursday?
Like 6:30?
Okay, I'm going to block it out right now.
When?
Thursday the 10th. Yeah. So I'm going to block out 6 to 9.
Oh, okay. We were planning on going for an hour, and if it goes longer than that, we'll go with it. But okay,
He's like, oh my gosh, it didn't need that much time.
6:30.
6:30 to 7:30. That's already 2 hours. So if they go a little bit beyond, I can't unblock 8. So it's going to be from 6 to 9 that I'm going to block out.
Okay.
6 to
No problem.
no, I'll block out 6 to 8:30. That way I have a 3-hour block available. Oh, we lost you again.
Nope.
All right.
And just one more thing, because I know it is 9 o'clock. I got the two mixed up from last year when they did this. Was it the XFL or was it the USFL where they don't have no rules at all? Where it's just balls to the wall. And they were like, okay, touchdown. I was like, he got tackled, but they called it a touchdown. So that was cool. It kind of reminded me of the video game NFL.
It would have to have been the XFL because the USFL hasn't been around yet. So it has to have been the XFL that only lasted for like 4 games?
4 games, yeah.
3 games? Yeah. Now, which one is The Rock associated with or part owner of? Is
The
it
XFL.
or USFL?
XFL.
I'm sorry? Oh,
XFL.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just listen this way.
Yeah, we've lost the signal.
Okay.
Battery's dead. All right, folks, we're going to go because I've got to start my day. I want to thank you guys. I'm going to call it. Are you guys going to continue or are we done?
no, I'm done. I got to
We're done.
take care of some stuff also.
You going to do a sports opinion show right now, Matt? I'm just kidding.
One day.
Okay, fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry. I got to get to my stuff. I got to pay the bills, I guess. So we'll see. All right, folks, we'll see. He's a big dog. That's Speedy. That's Gridiron Girl, which you can't see right now, but she's there. And you saw her earlier, so she's here. And we're going to get to business. So we'll see you
Bye,
guys.
Gridiron Girl. Good luck on your taxes.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Take care.
Peace
Good
out.
luck. All right.
Yeah, hopefully you get 6 or 7 digits back.
That's after the .00.
I was just gonna say that.
I can't hear anything.
Oh, she can't
but
hear
I
anything.
see laughter.
He said, I hope you get 6 digits back. And I said, oh, you mean after the .00? Okay, I gotta go.
Bye.
I got another dirty look. We'll see you guys.